CZW. Touchdown Lions. I'm really glad I avoided that game on the parlay.
I know, right? Who'd you pick for your parlay?
Chiefs, Bills. Trying to remember. Dolphins, Patriots, Seahawks.
Should have picked the Bengals.
Yeah, I think they were on my parlay. Let me look again.
Good choice.
Actually, no, I didn't. I said Bills, Chiefs, Dolphins, Patriots, Seahawks, Vikings. Why didn't I pick the Bengals? What am I, stupid?
Should have. Because you're getting blown the fuck out.
Okay, YouTube app, can you show me my stream now? Hey, I doubt it. I just got my boating license. I'm getting mine next. Hey, I doubt it. Why do I keep opening up the YouTube app like a dumbass? Well, Youngway Koo was bound to miss a field goal sooner or later. I'm here. I can almost see your comments. Almost. Well, my stream. There we go. I'm about to say my stream was not popping up on my phone. You know, Kevin Nash's son Tristan died a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And he did his podcast anyway the week after, and it is a testament to the sense of humor that Kevin Nash has. He's talking about he's crying, obviously, like he's got tears in his eyes, and he's talking about when the doctor called him in to tell him that their son wasn't going to make it. And he said the doctor pulls us aside and has us come into this back room that was like sectioned off from the rest of the hospital, where they had all of Trump's classified information. No, just kidding. And Sean Oliver goes, wow, even today you're going to do that. And Nash goes, well, if I don't laugh, I'm going to blow my fucking brains out right now. So, what's up, Michael? What's up, Chris? LSU beat Alabama. Oh, boy, Atlanta's fucking up.
Yeah, LSU did. 32, 20, 31, I believe it was.
I'm shook. How many games Alabama lost now? 2? Yeah.
Yep. Tennessee and LSU got them.
Tennessee being it. I could buy LSU, but Tennessee. I'll be right back. Okay. I have Zaxby's.
Yeah, a lot more temperature today, Rick, so that's going to be a wider racetrack. A little slicker for these guys. It's going to be great for us to watch.
Yeah, that sun is bearing down this racetrack. It's going to put a lot of heat in it. That's going to make it slick. Drivers going to have to look around.
So, how did Coy Gibbs die? Does anybody know? He died in his sleep, but don't know how.
Let's get the engines fired. We go trackside for the command.
Daniel Hemrick in the 23 today. Weird. They called back that Chargers touchdown.
Senior Director, Brand Partnerships and Amplifications, Jess Mueller. Drivers!
I hope my voice survives this race.
This is going to be good. I want to know what move Ross will pull off this week.
Time in 2022. The engines are fired.
Do not look for any payback on Ross today because NASCAR
They're looking out for
has made it clear, you fuck with that championship 4, we're gonna fuck with you. Let the champion race them hard, obviously, but don't go wrecking people.
Yeah.
Because the guys who didn't qualify have just as much of a right as anybody to go out and win this race, but do not fuck with the championship 4. Jets and Bills tied at 17. The Bills outscored the Jets 72-20 last year in their 2 games. Fun
Why
fact.
does that not surprise me?
When I heard that this morning, I was like, well, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Well, of course. Now apparently things are different. Ooh, wow.
Drake London had the dumbest fumble a little while ago when we were about to score again. And then Koo missed a field goal. Vikings once again giving their fans a heart attack.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a heart attack for you right there.
Nah, they don't like him. I will never understand the Kirk Cousins hate. I really don't.
But they don't have nobody behind him.
Here's the thing. He's pretty fucking good.
He is.
Kirk Cousins is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What are you celebrating for? You guys are still losing.
I told everybody in my stream the other day, I had In-N-Out Burger in California. Oh, God. So good. Best burger and milkshakes I've ever had. I think the closest one to here is like Texas.
Yeah, I wonder if you could DoorDash that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now I missed this field goal because you're the Chargers,
They probably will.
and that's what happens.
They probably will.
I would have started the Patriots defense today because the Colts are fucking trash, and they failed Matt Ryan.
Yep. And when it comes to the Colts defense, all you have to do is stay away from Stephon
And all I've had to hear is, well, Matt Ryan's no Tom Brady. He couldn't elevate. And Tom Brady didn't elevate shit in Tampa Bay. You talk about being propped up. And now you're seeing what happens when he's not propped up.
What did we say? They were going to miss field goal because they're the Chargers.
They made it.
Oh, they
Just
did? I thought
barely.
they missed
It looked like it was missed. I got my hopes up for a second.
Thought they missed it.
Well, yeah. This whole fucking myth that Tom Brady elevated Tampa Bay. Ha, 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 ha. Yeah, they were the highest scoring team in the league the year before he fucking got there. All you had to do was not throw 30 interceptions.
And he hasn't until this year, kind of.
No. And now that they're falling apart, he's falling apart.
Yep. And really with him, it's not even the on-the-field stuff, it's the off-the-field stuff
Yeah.
with Tom, which is hilarious.
Yep.
Because he did it to himself.
Somebody lost their family. I made that joke yesterday.
Well, he did it to himself.
Yeah.
He chose football over his
All to
family.
one-up Adam Schefter.
Yep. And it's blowing up in his face.
That's okay. The Bucks are still going to win the NFC South at 8 and 9. So, and then whoever they play in the first round of the playoffs, that other team's quarterback will have torn their ACL the week before. And
Magically.
yeah. Tom Brady's the greatest of all time, but He ain't never had to carry teams like Matt Ryan has before.
I only view Tom as maybe the GOAT of his generation, but it's a major maybe. A major maybe. It depends on how you view Peyton Manning. Depends.
Tom will tell you Peyton's better than him.
And Peyton was. He just never had the statistics.
Peyton played for the
You know,
fucking Colts,
I mean, here's the thing.
who even at their best were a shit show.
I mean, at their best, they were really good, but they couldn't be crap in the playoffs. They would all the time go 13-3, 14-2, 12-4, all the time, but would fall apart in the playoffs all the time.
2018 Cup champion starts up front. Chase Elliott, though, in row 3. He won in 20.
So Logano and Chase qualified up front. Bell and Chastain qualified 17th and 25th.
Work to do to move his way forward through the field. All the way back in row 13, Ross Chastain. I know they were disappointed with that qualifying effort, but he feels like they got a good enough race car to work their way forward. He's got enough race to do that.
And in a season where we have had the most winners ever in the Cup Series, 19 different winners, there's still a possibility of a 20th out there in that lineup. All right, let's learn a little bit more about these championship fours. We'll start with Ross Chastain, Jr.
Ross Chastain made the playoffs with wins at Coda and Talladega, but he made that championship four while riding the final turn at Martinsville like a stunt man in an action film. Became a household name, celebrated by champions across the globe in motorsports. Team Owner Justin Marks put everything on the line to create track
How
house,
does
and Ross
that
did the
move
same
make
thing to get him to this
sense?
moment. Justin and Pitbull had this.
I don't even know if it works in
We're
iRacing.
going to do this. We're going to do it
They had
different.
to fire up
We're gonna
NASCAR Heat
disrupt
5
the
and
sport.
try it.
Yeah.
Playing us is a perfect way to just shrink it down, put it into a couple words, very few letters, and go attack. Go take what's ours. Go disrupt. Go compete. As racers, that's all we want.
You put a big bet on Bell because I said so. Oh, Michael, I'm so sorry. I mean, I like Bell a lot. But as soon as I found out that Coy Gibbs died, I looked at Anthony and said, well, Bell's definitely winning now, right?
The stock cars on pavement, and he has shown that no moment's too big for him. Think about this: 4 Cup wins, 2 of those, Charlotte and Martinsville, is back to the wall. He had to win to get an opportunity to race for a championship today. And the only race bigger than those 2 happens today with a chance to win a championship.
This is the moment that I think every driver in the world would love to have. So just knowing that what we went through at Charlotte Road Course in Martinsville, it leads to this. So, you know, there's nobody that's more prepared this year than what the 20 group is.
Rick, how about Chase Elliott?
Well, Chase Elliott.
Yeah, I know at Bristol, an official iRacing events at Bristol, you're not allowed to wall ride because you can get away with it a little bit.
Don't let that small town
During the shutdown, when NASCAR was having their sanctioned iRacing events, I remember Austin Dillon got black flagged because he kept bouncing off the center of the wall at Bristol. And it was like, fuck off.
Already under his belt, he's not just satisfied being in this position, he wants more.
It's a big deal to make it here, but we certainly aren't just happy with being here. You want to achieve that goal. You have an opportunity. You want to make the most of it, and I think that's where.
Is that the sound of paint drying? No, that's Elliott. That's Chase Elliott's personality. I'm
To
sorry.
be a part of the Final Four, it's a great accomplishment, but certainly not.
Oh boy! Ah! Come on, Kyle Pitts was wide open.
Logano's only 32 years old, but he is already a veteran of this series, and he's accomplished nearly everything the sport has to offer. Today, he wants to leave as a
Jesus
member
Christ.
of the group of drivers who have won multiple Cup championships. This guy, he is not concerned with making friends. His only concern is how do I get this trophy and take it home with me as a champion leaving this racetrack today.
It's all about winning the race. That's what means something. Winning the championship. Being in the championship 4 is nice, but I can tell you from experience, not winning hurts a lot, and it doesn't mean anything if you made it to the championship 4. This is what it's all about, is winning a trophy. So that's
Well, they said don't wreck the Final Four, but they didn't say anything about the Final Four wrecking each other, so
And it's not just 4 drivers. This is a
keep an eye on the 22 car.
For more on the pit crews, Marty.
How are the Bears doing that well? That's been a weird game.
I don't get it.
And they've been going up and down the field on the Dolphins. Field just looked like Lamar Jackson today.
Terrific example. They started 17th, but finished second. And on that day, Dylan, this pit crew gave Ross Chastain 5 spots.
6 different pit crew units this year for the Christopher Bell number 20 team. And after Martinsville, crew chief Adam Stevens says, finally, our pit crew is doing our job
Do you guys count how many times Noah Gregson threw his pit crew under the bus after that race yesterday? Colts quarterback's been sacked 8 times, but clearly Matt Ryan needed to be benched. Maybe for his own safety. Jim Irsay's a dumb fuck. Frank Rock didn't want to bench Matt Ryan. That was the owner.
Team who will have the first pit stall, and this pit stall has won the championship the last 2 years, right?
It's a team sport, and you see the teams right now getting ready for this, the biggest moment of their lives, trying to win another title.
In classic 2022 fashion, somebody's going to lose the championship because their wheel falls off.
Of the 23, and behind the wheel of that car will be Daniel Hemrick, driving for Ty, who was actually substituting for Kurt Busch. It's time for the championship to get underway. The field making the way out of turn 4. Green flag is in the air.
Did you know if we stopped the race right now, Joey Logano would be champion? I just watched the Dolphins fail on a 4th and 1.
Still 3 wide, back for position.
We've seen a lot of the cars go across the apron on the front straightaway. They have not done it, avoided it. Try not to upset or damage the bottom of the cars. How much will they do that today? All right,
Custer goes down there. Cindric too.
Trying to make it a shorter route to turn 1.
It picks up a little dirt on the tires, but once they clean that, the pure worry is the diffuser, damaging that, dragging that off, shortening that up, changes the downforce.
The underbody. They don't want to damage any part of that underbody. Kevin Harvick right along with the Ford Performance onboard camera. Harvick right now running in the 9th spot, looking forward to William Byron there in the 24.
You see already how wide this racetrack is. We expected to only get wider. Look, basically 3 wide.
Remember when Kevin Harvick was the king of Phoenix?
Trying to find out where their car drives well right now.
For a career, the best in Phoenix has always been Harvick.
Hey, Denny, you see that one car passing you? Looks a lot like last week.
Through traffic and one difficult maneuver.
Maneuver.
Get by the 11 because
What a maneuver.
They have, but Ross Chastain's had a great start of this race. He's already picked up 5 spots. So moving forward,
He's the best on
3 wide in the middle, Ross.
picking up more spots than any other driver.
He's already caught Christopher Bell.
He'll need that today, every opportunity.
I know Denny Hamlin's looking over going, "Ugh," but you can't do nothing. You get in trouble.
Michael McDowell in the 34 just behind him that he was able to get by. And now he sees the 20 of Bell just in front as we see the 11 of Denny Hamlin. He went all the way down on the apron.
Not only are they worried about how that might damage the car, but it is absolutely rough on the driver, transferring on and off of that.
My leaderboard's actually working right this week.
Ross Chastain Jr. showing why he was the fastest car.
He needed me to be gone for a couple of weeks.
Spots here and get around those Joe Gibbs racing cars. I asked Phil Surgeon, his crew chief, what progress do you want to see early on from 25th? And he said, listen, the first 2/3 of this race is all about.
You ever watch Talladega Nights?
just making progress.
I have it at home now, but no, I haven't watched it.
Sean Girard, his crew chief, he won the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1983.
and it's a different
You see his crew chief with a fucking lab coat on, like studying shit.
You're racing for stage points. You have to push immediately. You got to race all day long to get to the stage points. But today, for those 4 guys, it only matters where you finish. Who can accept that tempo and understand that the goal today is where you are at the end of 312 laps?
Worldwide Express giving us this view from on board with Ross Chastain.
And we see a lot of cars way up the race.
Packers going to flop in the red zone again?
Put down last year, earlier this year as well.
Yep,
Done this
pretty much.
weekend, but in the Xfinity race, we did
Go
see
for
the
it.
cars going up the racetrack to use what's still there, finding speed and grip.
8 laps in, and Logano has about a half a second lead over Ryan Blaney, one of the best cars in practice.
Blaney and Truex going winless this year.
Larson and Elliott, the top 5, and the top 2 are separated themselves 2 seconds
Because of the
in
Harrison
front of the
Smith
rest of the
interception.
field. And still we see those two.
Packers taking the field goal, I
on that
guess.
yellow line, trying the bottom of this racetrack all the way around.
Not a surprise, really, early in this race to see teammates Logano and Blaney pacing the field. In practice, they had the best race cars. Really, I thought Blaney had the best car, and I think they really helped the setup with Logano. Both of them clearly exceptionally fast right now, but this track's going to change, and you're going to have to stay on top of it and make changes all day with it.
We just saw the one of Ross Chastain using that high line as he's trying to still get by the 11 of Denny Hamlin. A little bit higher, but the 18's in front of him, the 11's down below. He can't get by either one.
Kyle Busch's last race in the 18 car. Talk about going out with a whimper.
Trying to go wherever the car in front of them isn't. They'll ride on the Toyota Cam of Christopher Bell. Looking off the back bumper, his teammate.
That'd be weird. He's going to be driving Dale Jr.'s number for Dale Jr.'s dad's old team.
Down the back straightaway to turn 3. See him go in different directions, trying to get clean air.
Personally, I was of the belief, put Kyle Busch in the 3.
We saw those pictures on
That'd be funny.
all throughout the car and the paint scheme of the 18 of Kyle Busch. No longer will be with Joe Gibbs Racing after this race. He moves on to Richard Childress Racing in 2023.
Great battle right here. Look how high they're pushing.
God, Ross is really working hard.
Already. And drivers love that because you said it a second ago, Juniors, it gives you a place to go. You rather than just follow the guy in front of you and get caught up in the wake of their dirty air, you can go run somewhere else in an effort to try to
My
pass.
sponsor's here.
I think that the higher groove still provides a little bit of speed, but in the next gen car, for that opportunity to be able to downshift for the lower groove, makes that bottom even more competitive. Tough to beat these guys on the top when they can downshift into a different
God
gear
damn
and
it.
accelerate off
My
the
phone
bottom
acting
corner.
weird. Whatever.
Window for Cup Series to be anywhere from 92 to 97 laps. So they'll be able to complete this first stage without having to worry about fuel. And still, Chastain cannot clear these 2 Joe Gibbs Racing cars. So he has Keselowski on his outside now. He goes down to the apron through 1 and 2, trying to get by the 18.
So you can see what he's doing. He's making a shorter route around the racetrack, but the momentum that the 18 car is able to carry off of the corners is what Ross Chastain has to deal with. He's going to
Just put Austin Dillon in the 33 and say 2 3s are better than 1 and give Kyle Busch the 3.
straightaway speed keeping that momentum.
That's what they should have done.
But now Chastain, he's just going to keep doing it. Like, he knows he's faster. If he can just get that one run, then he can clear.
Remember Hercules?
He tried to run the top. It did not work
Yeah,
for him.
thirsty.
Now he's got to migrate back.
I love that movie.
Down on the bottom of the racetrack, everyone chasing after Logano. Now every lead change is a chance to win $100 of Busch Light Beer money.
Really?
Busch Beer on Twitter and tweet hashtag BuschLineLeader, hashtag sweepstakes. Whenever there's a lead change for your chance to
Why don't they give you free beer for life? That'd be pretty irresponsible, though, wouldn't it? Speaking of irresponsible, I think the drink packages on the Kiss Cruise are pretty fucking irresponsible. Here, pay this, like, it's kind of expensive, I imagine. Pay this fee and we'll give you all the alcohol you want 24 hours a day. People just fucking drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. I'm like, Jesus, man, it's not cool. It's, like, really unhealthy. And they won't stop you. They'll just keep giving them to you. My roommate got fucked up one night, but he was funny when he was fucked up. He wasn't like a bad drunk. And I didn't really have to deal with him much. I came back to my room. He was in the bathroom taking off his Kiss makeup. And I knew it was fucked because I'd seen him at the casino about an hour before. He told me the next morning, he said he thought he was in the casino bathroom and opened the door and saw that he was in our room and was like, what the fuck? So that's how out of his mind he was. I'm waiting for Justin Fields to turn back into Justin Fields, but it's not happening this game. Sadly, the Falcons are going to lose, but still have a shot at still being in first place if the Rams beat Tampa Bay. So, yay, question mark. Well. God damn it, Zaxby's filled me up quicker than I thought it would. Patriots just scored on a pick six, and the Colts quarterback went down again. 9 times today. And that doesn't even include the pressures.
You're watching NASCAR on NBC.
Thank you, Joey. I didn't know what I was watching. I'm forgetful.
Right now, a lot of Joey Logano fans are celebrating that 1-second lead he has over.
Why you be celebrating 20 laps in?
He's led every lap so far, but often we wonder as we go on this Coca-Cola onboard and get this great shot looking back at him, we wonder how teammates can work together. For the 22 car and his teammate Ryan Blaney, they have very similar setups in those 2 cars, which allows you to transfer information between the two. Take a listen to team radio on the 22.
Jets and Bills are still tied, and the Jets are moving down the field. Still don't think Phoenix should be the championship race. I think it should be Homestead or Las Vegas. If you want to guarantee good weather most years, Las Vegas. I know Phoenix is a big reason why. They're like, yeah, pretty much good weather almost every year. Like a video game.
On social media for that clip from the end of the race last week. Ross Chastain got over 1,000 texts, so he did something he's never done in his life. He bought the Wi-Fi on the airplane. He said, I had to make a dent in those texts somehow. He's only returned about 400 of them.
Eckler fumbled. The Falcons have the ball. They're running it back. And then we fumbled it. And the Chargers get it back. Jesus fucking Christ. But the clock stops. How'd you fumble that ball back to them?
Because it was a defensive line.
Blaney has been running a little bit higher line on both ends of the racetrack, and sometimes when you do that, Jeff, it can hurt you.
Well, I was sitting there thinking the Falcons needed some shit show crap to happen here, and it happened.
Into the wall a little bit. That was a little harder than you'd like to hit the wall. This car is tough, Junior. It's resilient. You can see the marks on the right rear of that car, Dave. That makes me a little bit nervous for him.
He's fine.
So good, Jeff, staying on track and still running in second place. He had just reported that the car was tight on entry into 1 and 2, and he was moving up to get a better entry. You guys called it. Sometimes that happens.
Maybe he didn't fumble. I don't know.
Joey eventually went up there and matched his lap time. So Joey knows there's speed up there if he wants to get up there and use that line.
Falcons ain't winning this game anyway.
Brought the car back under control and now running quicker laps again than the leader.
There's no real issue right now for Joey. He can go up there, but he's got such a lead and it's so early in the race. Like you don't want to.
Boy, are we so glad we moved the championship from Homestead to here.
You have to go up there to learn what your car needs to run there, because if you got to go there to win the race, you don't need to wait to the end of the race to go there. You need to learn right now, but do it cautiously this early.
I know it's a lesson that he doesn't want to learn, but can Joey Logano learn something from running with lap traffic? Because he knows that at some point in time he might be in the traffic.
Yeah, that lap traffic will dictate where he runs on the racetrack, providing him the information.
The Bears are going to get it back, down by 3.
And now, Chase Elliott seems to be kind of regrouping a little bit, performing a little bit better. He was falling off a little bit. Now he's running down the 5 or trying to.
Chase is fine. It's hard to pass at Phoenix. You just kind of run where you are.
Right when the green flag dropped, I wonder if that's going to cost him later. You know, we've talked about how this track
3rd and 5 for the Jets. They convert. At the 2-minute warning, the Jets are at a 1st and goal, tied with the Bills.
He's going to come back next year that would be the last year. He's open-ended. He's not really made a decision on retirement. He's just kind of going along. As long as fun, he's going to keep coming back. He's got a great team around.
Dale Jr.'s just hoping Truex holds out long enough for that Junior Motorsports Cup team to get started, because Junior's already said he wants Truex to drive for him. Somebody made a great mock-up of a number 88 Taco Bell car with Truex driving for Junior, because Truex used to drive the Taco Bell car for Junior in the Xfinity Series back in the day, and they made this nice purple, shiny metallic purple and white Taco Bell 88, and I'm like, that is sick. I wish that was real.
Challenged a lot of teams and surprised us with some teams like Trackhouse and so forth.
It's making it so competitive. Every team is more competitive each race.
They really are. And you talk about Truex riding along the Xfinity mobile cam on Chase Elliott's car. They came so close this year to winning races. And think about Miami a few weeks ago. Just had a problem on pit road. Got, slowed down Mrs. Fox, got spun out, came in leading the race.
The Raiders had not a big lead, but the Raiders looked like they were dominating this game, and the Jaguars just missed a field goal. Oh, boy.
You guys mentioned they'll be able to get to the end of the stage without taking fuel. Be able to go about 90, 95 laps on a tank of fuel today. We think they'll probably split stage 2.
Now you're saying that because Steve has told you that.
How'd the Chargers get another first down? Oh, yeah, they're backed up. I forgot.
We talked to a lot of crew chiefs.
Change of possession. That was my bad.
We'll never be able to do it as well as
Well, just take a knee. What are they doing?
things coming in well before we
Kidding. I'm trying to encourage them to make the wrong decision.
I got my phone open right here. He's going to be texting me if I say anything.
You could have fooled Brandon Staley with that one. He's a moron. Take a knee. Okay.
Again, looking off of Logano's point of view, this one down on the bumper. Take a look at the telemetry brought to you by
The Raiders were up by 17. Yeah. Now they're down by 4.
along with Logano.
4th and 2 in their own territory.
Track where you're going to see shifting,
No good. Jaguars take over.
brakes as well.
Man, the Raiders suck. Yeah, let's not rehire the coach that brought us to the playoffs last year under impossible circumstances. Let's go get Josh McDaniels. Genius.
And luckily enough, Josh McDaniels' offense is not working.
Because it worked so well for the Broncos in 2009 and 2010, right?
It only works with Tom Brady. That's all I've learned.
Well, it worked with Kyle Orton for about 4 weeks in 2009, but then what happened? I know people like to bash Jay Cutler, but the Josh McDaniels story that told me he should never be hired as a head coach ever again was the year before he got to Denver. Denver choked late in the year and just barely missed the playoffs, but they were the number 1 offense with Cutler and Brandon Marshall breaking records almost every week. So what does he do? Trade Brandon Marshall and call him a bum to his face. He told Brandon Marshall that he wasn't worth a shit to his face. And then traded Jay Cutler, who led the league in passing, if I'm not mistaken, that year. Now I'm going to do it my way. I got Kyle Orton. Wow, you got Kyle Orton.
And what did it end up?
Bravo.
Yeah.
And like I think Cutler and Marshall have both said, it's like, I understand that a lot needed to change on the team, but one thing you didn't need to change was that offense, because we were awesome in 2008. They really were. But no, I'm going to do it my way. And he said, Josh looked at Jay Cutler and said, you guys just have no idea how this actually works. So I'm just going to trade you. Bravo.
I've always wondered why that epic trade happened.
Because Josh McDaniels was so arrogant, he's like, I don't need the best offense in the league. I'll just build another one.
And he didn't.
Nope, not even close. And then drafted Tim Tebow.
And that epically blew up in his face.
Couldn't hold that against him, could we?
I guess not, because he won a playoff game with him, which I'll never understand a day in the
Chargers win.
Yep.
What a bummer. We got lucky last week. They got lucky today.
Yep.
Washington's in the process of blowing a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter here. We'll talk about the race where there's something worth talking about other than a Joey Logano runaway. Although the ticker shows Blaney's kind of catching him. But the next championship contender is in 6th, and then Bell's 13th, and Ross is 14th.
Free live scoring. There's interactive as well as a radio broadcast. All you have to do is search NASCAR in your app store to download, and you can start a free trial.
Oh boy, a final Packers drive. This will be fun to watch.
Camp 4, and we'll start with Dylan Welsh.
Christopher Bell runs 13th right now.
So how is Aaron going to break Detroit apart this time?
Yeah.
He always seems to fucking do it. Always.
Oh.
It went out of bounds. Packer ball.
3rd and goal. Jets at the 3. tied with Buffalo. Oh, sacked. Have to kick a field goal and give Josh Allen a minute and a half. But the Jets can take a lead here. What's up with Ross? Should have bet on Logano, Michael. Remember, he was my parlay. Yeah, it's early. Bears down by 3 on a 4th and 10. Dolphins win 35-32. And the Jets, if this field goal's good, are going to take the lead here. High snap. Yep. 20-17 Jets with 1:43 left. Blaney's running down Logano through lap traffic.
And sometimes, Junior, you actually find a faster way around the racetrack working around lap traffic.
You know who Zach Wild is, right? He was on the cruise. Yeah, Black Label Society was on the cruise. And Zach was fucking awesome. And when they did the Newlywed Game, where it was Gene and Shannon versus my friends Nat and Ray, one of the other couples was Zach Wild and his wife, which was really funny, the Newlywed Game. One of the things, we found out Gene's daughter Sophie's getting married. One of the questions was, what does your spouse want the most? And for Gene, it was grandchildren. And Gene goes, Sophie, get busy. That was funny. Yeah, the Jet. I wish Breece Hall didn't get hurt.
Me too.
Because that plus the Jets' defense, pretty tough.
Breece is freaking awesome.
I hope he comes back okay.
Me too. I'm a big Breece Hall fan. Big fan.
Oh. Well, the Vikings can still take a lead with a field goal here.
Jets did, so go ahead.
But all Heineke's going to have a chance to win the game or tie it. Jaguars trying to run the clock out on the Raiders.
Got it.
And they will.
I knew they were going to.
They mark him just short, but
Really?
yeah,
I thought he got it.
there's a flag.
You talk about the clean air. All the cars around him are running the fastest laps on the racetrack. Christopher Bell, Sidney Reddick, Harvick, all the top 3 or 4 lap times.
Bell's almost in the top 10. God, it takes so fucking long to pass anybody here. Oh, my stomach hurts all of a sudden. What the hell? Do I have like 3 different sicknesses going on at once? Like, because I don't even feel that sick, but I got this weird cough. Yesterday I felt really tired, and I guess it might be my food, but now my stomach's like, ow. What the hell?
Truex got back around him. So Chip's struggling with finding out how to get his car more consistent. He's complained about being consistent this entire playoffs. Now he's being hounded by Byron Dave.
Yeah, the owner's point situation confuses me. Kyle Larson's running for the owner's championship today, and I think it's because of how Bubba got the 45 number deep into the playoffs when he won Kansas and that like eliminated Chase or somebody for the, even though Chase is obviously still in the Final Four for the championship. The Final Four for the owner's championship is Larson, Logano, Bell, and Chastain instead of Chase, Logano, Bell, and Chastain. Packers 4th and 2. That is not a confident Aaron Rodgers, but damn, what a throw. The way he was fucking hemming and hawing there, he was down.
Down.
And the ref's letting it go.
They're only 12 laps now, 11 laps away from pit stops in the teams.
This is not your typical family.
Oh, Josh Allen got stripped. Bills recover, but they've lost a lot of yards. By God, the Jets are going to beat the Bills. Still a minute left. But they're backed way up on a 3rd and long now. How are the... Was there a penalty on Washington or something that gave Minnesota a first down?
I don't know. I don't know.
3rd and 21, 40 seconds and counting. Buffalo, I don't know how you're going to get out of this one. Oh! Now it's 4th and 21. Jets are going to win.
Jets, the Bills are too backed up.
The fucking Jets are going to beat the Bills. Oh, my parlay's dead. Excuse me. Watch Allen heave this up and a miracle happen.
They need more than a miracle.
Yeah. They're going to need a couple of miracles. Old Xerxes from 300. That's what Barry keeps calling it. Looks like that dude from The Mummy. About the Texans with the red helmets on Thursday. I didn't know about that. I was like, ooh, they got red helmets now? I was in Atlanta airport, and they had the game on every TV, and I was like, oh, red helmets. Come on, Green Bay. Well, last chance for the Bills. I think we know how this is going to end, though. Sad. God damn, he's got a cannon of an arm. Oh my God, it still almost got caught. Holy hell. 3rd and 10, Packers at the line, 17. Down by 6.
1 mile racetrack here in the desert. Aerial coverage brought to you by Geico. Logano still out front, 0.8 of a second gap over Blaney, but
well, goddamn, Corey, what the fuck? You see that?
Blaney in the 7.
Yeah, I saw some contact between them.
Corey just didn't even give Blaney nearly enough room.
Hard to get around for Logano, and then Blaney got there, and he gets physical. He don't waste any time.
Funny how Corey runs against the leaders harder when he's getting lapped than he actually seems to run when he's racing. Not a Corey LaJoy fan, I'm sorry. Good guy, but not a good driver. I don't see what other people see in him.
I don't either.
Briscoe gave everybody a heart attack last week. Christopher Bell had to pass Briscoe late at Martinsville to keep Briscoe from making the Final Four. Who would have been the most least deserving Final Four driver in the history of this format? It's like more than Ryan Newman in 2014? Yes. More than Ryan Newman in 2014. I have a lead change here, maybe.
Or does he need an adjustment to change the bounce of that car? Still struggling here, trying to get around the lap car of Stenhouse. He's going to go to the top. That'll help out a little bit.
That would put the 29th
Fuck.
lap down. They have just 2 laps
4th
to
and
go
17,
here.
Raiders.
And then
Look at this.
the teams
They got a chance. Ah, damn.
is going to take that
Jaguars officially win. We already knew they were gonna. 4th and 10, Packers. It's their last chance.
Blaney looks to the inside. Blaney, another one of those drivers that I think we're all surprised that wasn't able to find victory lane in 2022. A 7
Vikings going to take the lead with 12 seconds left if they make this kick. Good thing it's not Blair Walsh.
Battle for third. They are all over each other here. Briscoe, the 5 of Larson. Truex,
The Vikings take the lead. Rodgers throws up a prayer, and it's incomplete. Lions win. The Lions beat the Packers, and it looks like...
That was on you, Aaron.
Yeah.
very important after every stage.
The hell was that throw?
It doesn't mean a thing. No
The Packers are not making the playoffs.
finishes in front
no.
of the other. Joey Logano's going to win stage
How are they going to make the playoffs when they can't even beat the Lions?
Hey, Logano won stage 1, and nothing happened. Congratulations.
Blaney Briscoe. Larson Truex Jr. top 5.
Elliott 6th, Bell 11th, Chastain 13th.
Great job, Joey. You won the first stage when there wasn't no caution.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm riveted by that. I wonder how he even remotely did that. I'm so curious.
Wondering how the Packers suck so bad is what I'm wondering. Sorry. Trying to cough the shit out of me. I saw the Aiden Hutchinson interception. That was great. Amazing play. Oh, the Vikings fans. I couldn't be one.
I couldn't either.
I do this every week.
Well, it's not just this. It's the fact that you'd have to argue with them on social media about how Kirk Cousins is good and they don't have any reason to trash him.
Tell you one thing, nobody's going to argue against the fact that those Washington uniforms are horrible.
Oh, they're terrible.
What business do they have wearing black uniforms?
None.
I didn't think the Cardinals should have black uniforms, but that weird psychedelic-looking helmet they got with the red glitter on it, it's like black with red glitter if you look close. I'm like, that's pretty nice.
Arizona at least makes a little bit more sense than Washington.
Yeah, Washington, black is not in their color scheme at all.
No, it's not.
It's white, burgundy, and yellow.
But supposedly,
black.
Supposedly Jeff Bezos and Jay-Z are supposed to be teaming up to try and buy the commies. If
The commies.
Jay-Z will most definitely rebrand Washington.
And the Vikings are one of the most puzzling 7-1 teams I've ever seen.
Yes,
They're right there with the Giants. The Giants ain't 7-1, but the Giants are winning a lot, and I'm like, how?
Yeah, how?
Seattle, one of the most exciting teams to watch in football.
Geno Smith, one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
I will actually get up at 9:30 to watch that game next Sunday morning when they play Tampa Bay in Germany.
A game in Germany.
Shizel! Football!
Scheisse!
Remember Family Guy when they're in Germany? There doesn't appear to be any German history from 1941 to 1947. Everyone was on vacation!
Most times, it'll be like this every pit stop for these teams, this race. And
You know how crazy it is in Germany? That it's like illegal to talk about the Nazis.
Wow.
It is like illegal
I didn't know
to even reference anything that happened in Germany in the 40s.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Kevin Smith told a great story about the first time he went to Germany. He says, you're doing all the touristy German stuff, and they have such a wonderful country. He says, assholes like me come over. He's like, where's all the concentration camps? So, well, that was a part of what happened here, but we have, no, we want to see Auschwitz. One of my favorite jokes to say is, this guy's as useful as a free Wi-Fi connection in the Auschwitz prison showers. That's a good joke. Is that a Supra? Pace car is, I think. I can't see the front. I think it might be a Camry.
I'm so glad I know that. I'm so glad.
The guy sprays his fucking glasses.
Yes.
Is that a Supra? Jets beat the Bills. Goddamn, the Patriots killed the Colts.
Oh, wow.
There's going to be a 30-minute segment on Undisputed tomorrow about why Baker Mayfield should start for the Panthers again because he scored 21 points in garbage time in a game that was unwinnable.
Yep.
Stay tuned for that.
And a lot of it's going to center around how Baker actually plays Cincinnati really well. That's going to be one of the main talking points. And it's like, I don't care. I literally do not.
You're better off with P.J. Walker.
I don't care. I literally just don't care.
Joe Logano led every lap of that stage, and he's going to lead every lap of this stage. Once the race off pit road over Larson, Briscoe, Byron, Truex, Chase, Blaney, Harvick. Bell's up in the top. Bell and Ross into the top 10 after pit stops. They did a good job in the first stage. Let's said what Chastain started 25th, made it to 12th. Bell started like 18th and made it to 11th. Shut up. Shut up, you. Shut mouth, you. Did I ever tell you Jericho was on History Science Theater, the KISS podcast, and they said something, and Jericho goes, shut mouth, you. And he goes, by the way, I got that from Jushin Liger. He's like, I was wrestling Liger in Japan. He said I was talking shit to him during the match, and Liger just goes, shut mouth, you. So shut mouth, you. You should lager. Shut mouth, you.
Why don't you try and beat somebody in your division, New England?
Challenge impossible. Especially Miami or Buffalo. They beat the shit out of the Jets all the live long, though. They did that last week. Fuck the Colts. I'm sorry. Fire everybody. If only Jim Irsay could fire himself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see P.J. Walker's stats today, but I'm sure they were less than stellar.
Oh, they were terrible. Because we didn't score the 21 points until
Baker Mayfield got in the game, yeah.
Yep.
And it was 35-0.
Yep.
Well, for whatever reason, the Rams have had the Bucs numbers, but right now they both suck. This game is a mid-off, as I like to call it, a mid-off.
And it shouldn't be.
I'll give the edge to the Rams, though. Tampa Bay just sucks that bad. Tampa Bay's got big fucking problems because as bad as they've been on offense, now they're getting killed in the run game on defense. That's unheard of for them. Shout out to John Harbaugh for still trying to give him the game last week. Oh, I could kick this field goal early, and man, no, let me go for it. I'm so sick of John Harbaugh. Those coaches you end up hating the most are the ones that win a Super Bowl 25,000 years ago and still have their job years later, and you wonder why. Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh are both the same. What the fuck have you done like in the last decade? Literally nothing. Especially the Ravens. Steelers have been to an AFC championship at least. And we're back for stage 2. Got to go to the desert for the first time in my life last week. It was nice. Beautiful. Like there's no trees or anything, so you can just see for miles.
Wow.
Yeah. It looked like I was on fucking Tatooine when we were going down the highway. I was like, I'm waiting for the fucking Tuscan Raiders to be up on top of the hill, shooting shit at the cars like the pod race. And then the Jawas are going to come over and strip the car down while we're stalled on the side of the road. Makiti! Did you watch the Book of Boba Fett when he was hanging out with the fucking Tuscan Raiders? It's like the most character development Tuscan Raiders have ever had. They they find him after he cuts his way out of the Sarlacc at the end of Return of the Jedi. You get to see how he survived Return of the Jedi. And he gets captured by the Sand People. They're like making him do slave work. He's like a slave. But then he like slowly wins them over and he becomes part of the tribe. So Boba Fett's fucking living with the Sand People. Because he saves one of their lives. I love the end of Book of Boba Fett when the Mandalorian is in his ship with Grogu. And Grogu's got the little ball thing from the shifter or whatever. And he's in the ship and they're going really slow. And Grogu goes on the window and Mando goes, no. No. And then Grogu just goes, starts banging on the window. He's like, all right, just once. And he puts the ship in fucking light speed or whatever. Grogu was like banging on the window. It was so cute. Well, if you're paying attention to the Owners' Championship, Larson's outside front row. Not that anybody cares about the Owners' Championship other than the owner, maybe. Wouldn't it be weird if Larson wins the race, Chase finishes second, so Larson wins the Owners' Championship and Chase wins the championship? That'd be the perfect day.
Look at them fan out. 4, 5 wide as they go to turn 1.
I just don't like how they're driving off the apron like that. I don't like it.
See, some people do complain about that because it's like, remember Phoenix used to have grass, and then when they repainted it, they got rid of all the grass, and now these fuckers run all the way down the apron. They run down to the inside fucking wall. It's kind of weird.
It feels like something bad's gonna happen.
By the way, for anybody who's watched my streams in the past when I played NASCAR Heat 5, I fucking hate Phoenix. Because in NASCAR Heat 5, Phoenix is just ridiculous. It is so hard. You have to drive the most specific way possible to be fast.
Championship 4 contender side by side.
Drives me crazy. I hate Phoenix in that game. So, of course, I cheat and fucking go down on the apron to take any advantage I can get. It's like, green flag. Yeah, I drive right down to the fucking pit wall. God damn. Well, Bill and Chase are inching forward.
Blaney mixing things up as well as he tries to get by the 9, but the 9 surging forward in turn 3.
Blaney had a bad pit stop. He's trying to work himself back up to the front. Hey.
Jeff, I went and talked to the crew. They showed me the tape. The hose got stuck under the front splitter when the tire changer was coming around the front end. He said it should have been a lot worse. It was actually a pretty decent save.
Well, that's sometimes you take a bad situation and you can make it worse, or you can minimize the damage. And that's
Tell you what's
what
really
they
fun
did.
in Gotham Knights, the boss fights.
You're gonna make mistakes
Pretty
today.
damn good. WB played Origins. WB Montreal knows how to make some good boss fights.
Larson is taking second from the 14 of Briscoe now.
And it's the best Gotham City in any video game by far. It buries Arkham Knight's Gotham
19
City.
car trying to follow him into turn 1 as
It's
well.
huge.
Briscoe started third on the inside, dropping back a little bit. We saw this on the first start of the race. Marty, what you got on 14?
Well, Junior Rick mentioned how they made it to the round of 8 for Chase Briscoe and Stuart.
Court of Owls is really cool too. It's cool to have a whole game based around the Court of Owls.
Because you'll learn a lot about him.
There's like, you know, you can play as any of the 4 characters and switch. The first time I played through, there's a section where I was Red Hood and my friend was Batgirl, and you get like captured by the Court of Owls, and you wake up in this like trippy maze. You got to work your way through this maze, and they're hallucinating. And Red Hood comes around the corner, and you see Red Hood beating Batman with a fucking crowbar. And then last night I did that as Nightwing because I'm playing it again, and this time I was Nightwing, and it's his fucking dead parents laying there on the floor from the circus. So I'm like, wow, I wonder what it is for Batgirl or Robin. I gotta play through again to see that. I really don't have a favorite character. I really don't. They're all really good. They all have, no one is like, oh, he's so much better. They're all really good in their own way. At least they're all 4 in the top 10 now. Not talking much. I don't have a voice today. It's even worse than yesterday. They haven't even mentioned Hemrick in the 23 on this broadcast. I mean, I know they're focusing on the final 4, but...
Good recovery, but fighting a little balance issue.
Briscoe drops back into that 5th position now. And again, Briscoe won.
I wonder what DeAndre Hopkins' hair would look like without the dreads, as long as that is.
I wouldn't want to see that.
Does he look like Cat Williams or something? Dave Chappelle killed me. You know, Dave is bald. He says he shaves his head on purpose, but he says if he actually grows his hair out, he grows out beautiful, like long, dark hair. And he goes, motherfucker, if I grew my hair out, you'd think you're at a Cat Williams concert. He says he thinks it's because he's a quarter white, because, you know, you're half black. You know, you've got kind of like funny feeling hair. So Dave is actually a quarter white. He says he thinks he gets his good hair from the little bit of white he has. That's the best. Mixed people have it made. They're the best looking people on the planet, and they get the best features of both. Great ass, amazing hair. Maybe I was wrong about the Dolphins. I said they were toast after Tua started getting hurt. God damn. Michael, should you cash out on Bell and go to Logano now? Because I don't see this changing. I know how Phoenix races. This ain't going to change drastically. So far, it's the worst Final Four I've seen just so far. I know it's early, but usually all the Final Four guys are in the top 5. This is the first time ever in Cup where it's like one guy is like gone and the others are barely able to run top 10. So that's a little bizarre. But it makes sense to see Larson, Truex, and Byron up front because they've done it all year. And Blaney's good, too.
about the playoffs in NASCAR is that you race everybody else too, right? And so it's not just the 4 championship guys out there. And
Hey, guys, didn't I tell you I'm not going to North Wilkesboro next year? $300 tickets.
Blaney's jumped up to the
I'll pass.
Christopher Bell.
I will fucking pass. Every ticket at North Wilkesboro is $300.
He's gaining him back on the racetrack.
Not going.
Very strong car. We saw that.
I go to Darlington for like 70. I go to Bristol for about 85 or 90. I'm not paying $300 for the All-Star race.
In fact, he told Crew Chief Rodney Childers, I can't really tell you what I think it needs to make me any faster. And you can see he's going forward again. As for Chase, he really contemplated.
Also don't like when they're like, all right, North Wilkesboro's coming back. If you want to enter the pre-sale for North Wilkesboro, donate $25 to this charity and you'll be entered in the pre-sale. But they didn't tell you that there were going to be $300 tickets. So there are people that probably like, ooh, I want to get on the pre-sale. I was one of them. I ended up not doing it. People got in on the pre-sale and then find out $300. And like, well, fucking A, I wasted $25 to get a chance at $300 tickets. I'm not going. It will probably sell out because it's North Wilkesboro. But that's like NFL ticket price. That's ridiculous.
122 as far as about there when they come in for green flag pit stops. And again, putting all that pressure.
First of all, fuck both of these teams. The Bucks have the most beautiful home uniforms in the NFL and refuse to wear them most weeks. And the Rams are wearing one of their ugliest combinations. So, you've lost me already. It should be red and pewter versus blue and yellow. But no. Or the white jersey with the yellow. Oh, well, we got a caution. Look out, something happened. That's pretty substantial damage to the 47.
Landon Castle's car, and this is Stenhouse with damage to the nose.
Saw Stenhouse get lapped early in that
North
first
Wilkesboro, they can shove their $300 tickets up their ass.
Landon Castle highlighted here, coming off.
I wish that racetrack all the best, but I will not be there. I'll be at Darlington the week before, and I'll be at Charlotte the week after, but I'm not going to North Wilkesboro.
More contact.
As much as it pains me.
Stenhouse, so damage to the right front. Steering on the
God damn.
77.
That's a concussion.
nowhere for Stenhouse to go.
He hit the wall with the rear of his car. Landon Castle.
You get on the brakes, you lock the tires up, it won't turn.
Stenhouse with a certified ARCA moment.
Lock tires up, you hit him really hard. So just a bad situation for Stenhouse to be in.
Be on the DVP, the damaged vehicle policy, and
DVP sounds like a sex position. I really wish they wouldn't say that.
if they go behind the wall,
He's on the DVP. Oh, God.
car, they would be out of the
Hang
race.
on to your freaking wig. I mean, you know, it's
These
about to get
cars
wild
have
up in here.
Been known to be so rigid and so durable. After hitting the wall, a lot of times you would have seen years past that the car would be out no matter what. There was nothing that somebody could do, but now they've been able to fix these cars.
So this is an interesting place for this caution to come out with 100 to go in this stage. We think the fuel window is around 95, where you might run that long on a full
I think
tank.
some guys might pit and some might stay out. I don't know.
It's a interesting situation for some teams. Some teams could pit here. They can
Somebody will
check their
pit.
car, get the thing completely full. Others might want to stay out in track position, thinking they're going to get a caution. We just heard right there. Come on down. Let's put some fuel and tires on it.
Yeah, it's been 20 laps that they have run on this set of tires, and so they're going to try to come down, get a set of tires, and see what that'll do for the handling.
They got 8 sticker sets. That's about 35 laps per set. And we talked to crew chief saying that 15 or more laps, they were likely to come to pit road because there is a lot of fall off here with this tire.
And we see Joey Logano leading the field now onto pit road, Dylan.
For Christopher Bell said the first 2 to 3 laps of that run felt amazing, but then I got tight and worse than I wanted.
Did you see how Larson won Homestead a couple weeks ago? He had the best car. Strategy kind of fucked up. They were a little behind. Truex was leading. Caution came out late. Everybody pits. They come down pit road. Truex almost misses his pit box, and when he slows down, Larson ran him over on pit road and spun him. And Larson went on without a problem. Won the race off pit road. Won the race. Pretty funny to see Truex's car go whoop, just out of the blue as he's leading him down pit road. And I said, well, good win, Larson, because it was pretty clear when Larson was out front, they were not going to beat him.
But it is tighter. I know I'm slower, so they'll make a chassis adjustment here for Goodyear tires. Sunoco fuel partner.
Two tires for Eric Jones. Takes the lead.
He ain't gonna hold it though.
Maybe he can. Maybe.
So that gives control of the race up from Logano.
We'll learn something here for later, I guess.
Not being the race leader here in Phoenix.
They hadn't ran that long, so 2 times. I'm surprised more guys didn't try to. Also, he's having a great year, right? Not. I know the Panthers play the Falcons, what, Thursday night?
Something like that.
I thought about going. I don't know. Surely by now those Panthers ticket prices have come down. I don't want to go back to work Tuesday. Haven't worked since the day before I flew to California. Yeah, Chris, you're right. We're in a pretty bad timeline right now. If Joey's going, Cole Custer stayed out, so Cole Custer actually took the lead, and Eric Jones put 2 tires on. So if fucking Custer takes off and runs away with this, you know what kind of race it'll be. Damn. Is Julio playing? Or did he stump his toe again? I bet Romo in the first quarter of the Buffalo-Kansas City game. The first quarter goes, it's going to be a 24-20 type of ball game. And then the Bills win 24-20. Romo Stradamus.
So the 2-tire stop. It will be Eric Jones' 43 team that will be up front. And they will be up front with Cole Custer because he stayed on the racetrack as well. But really a lot being made of the 43 team Petty GMS. We just found out Jimmy Johnson has become a co-owner.
How many owners does the 43, 42, and whatever number Jimmy Johnson's going to have? There's like 4 people. Richard Petty, the people from GMS, and now Jimmy Johnson.
They stayed out. They're going to make something happen, try to get track position, hope for a caution. Everybody else is most likely full of fuel. They're going to have to save about 2 laps if they're going to make it all the way to the end of the stage.
And these teams are going to be watching very closely. Eric Jones, 2-tire stop, how that car handles it.
Logano's going to get the lead when they come out of turn 2.
Logano all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. He's challenging for the lead on the inside.
Maybe not. No, I was right. Oh, well. It was cute for about a quarter of a lap. Ooh, Blaney.
3 wide for third. Ryan Blaney aggressively coming after that 3rd spot. But it's Larson in the 5 that surges ahead.
Cole Custer hanging hard on the outside here. On them older tires, 20-some laps on those tires. Truex dive to the middle. 3, 4 wide here.
Chastain's going to be 3 wide. No, he's back to 2 wide. 3 wide in front of him.
Oh, boy. Oh, my God. All 3 of them about wrecked. If all 3 of them wrecked at the same time, I'd turn the race off and just watch football. Chastain, Chase, and Bill were all 3 wide, bobbling around.
And you saw all the smoke come out of the one car when he dropped down on the flat, on the dog leg on the front straightaway. It drugged the back of that car. Teams and drivers are nervous about damage in the car doing that.
Oh, Bill! Bill! Woo! Thought he was gone. Thought he was gone.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
How did he hold on? How?
He's going to live to fight another day. I mean, that was so close. That almost saw the end of his championship hunt right there. Watch his save.
Hold on. One at a time. All right.
Watch how loose he gets right here. Just a massive save, Junior, and that's
Cheddar! I was thinking of Ed whenever I see Tyler Reddick's cheddar scar. Cheddar! Eat your mattress.
Contact right there.
Yum.
Just light contact. The one car.
You bet your sweet poopy I did.
You see it dragging that bottom of that undercarriage, and that will take a little bit of downforce away as you wear away what's underneath there.
Have you finished those errands? Have you finished those errands? Finished those errands?
Dig out of the hole that he just put himself in. Logano still up front, 1.3 seconds. The advantage for Logano over Larson. Chastain, the next highest Champ 4 runner, in 7th. Elliott is 9th, and Bell back there in 13th.
Bell's trying to get around this 41.
See what Twitter thinks of this underwhelming championship battle so far. First, how long until I see a tweet about why the fuck aren't we doing this at Homestead? How long?
Settle in, calm down. That was a big be thankful that you're still out there with no damage. A lot of race left to try to find his way back toward the front.
Once again, Larson working on now the 43 of Eric Jones. Remember, Eric Jones started up.
The Houston Ass Blows won the World Series.
That is now 6 for Ross Chastain, Rick, and we've talked about how he has the number 1 ranked pit crew.
Let's see if you get this joke that Barry just made. Joe Mixon absolutely bludgeoned the Panthers. Just knocked them out. All on camera, too. Incredible.
Very key because their strength has been the long
Never lets anything go.
Chastain. And proof of that, earlier this year, they started way in the back, and they got into the game late in the race. Now, they're already in the top 6. It's got to give Jeff, this team, a ton of confidence to go from 25th to 6th.
Yes, it does. And on
I like Ross's chances. He had to pass the most cars.
better balance. So the pit crew's getting it done. Having great pit stops like they've done all year. And crew chief, Phil Sturgeon, he's making great changes. So a good start to the race for them. Get into a positive rhythm. Again, still a long way to go in this race. They've got a real opportunity to win this championship.
You see the last pit stop for all the championship 4. And it always seems to come down to this final race. We really don't talk about the crews all that much or really rank them or handicap them, but we come into this race and we know how big a role they're going to play, and they will make a difference in that.
So far, they're not.
So far,
I like the progress they're making.
I like
Chase and Bill, what the fuck?
Counts if that team can step up. Battle for second continuing as Ryan Blaney has really charged back to the front.
Right now, I don't give Chase or Christopher Bell a chance whatsoever.
he lost all that track position on pit road, and you know through the restarts they haven't all went well for him. But man, has he gotten a pace. I mean, the 22 hasn't been challenged. The only other car that's been close is this one right here, this 12 of Blaney. Blaney had the best 5, 10, 15 lap average in practice the other night. We knew he was the best car. 22 learned a little.
Blaney, the best driver this year that somehow didn't win a race.
And nobody is running as well as Pisky today.
Blaney goes by the 5 of Kyle Larson, but still a lot riding on that 5 of Larson. You know, it was 1963 when there was a split driver and owner championship. It's been that long since we've really talked about the Cup Series, but this year there is the possibility of a different driver and owner championship, and the reason for that, with Kurt Busch winning a race earlier and then getting out of it, the 45 was still a part of the owner's championship, and that's why it has split up as we enter this final race of the championship, Marty.
Quick quiz for you, Rick. Do you think Rick Hendrick has reminded Kyle Larson, hey, you're in the Owners' Championship? There's a lot of money on the line for Hendrick Motorsports today. Larson won.
Kyle Larson is easily motivated by money. We do know that much about him. He talks about it constantly. He's like one of the only drivers I've ever heard talk about money that much.
Pretty good right now. The Penske cars are just way better. So have you ever been in that situation where you're like, my car's pretty good, but those guys, they're just faster?
Yeah, it's difficult because you don't know what to tell your team to get better. If you really like your car and everything it's doing, how could you get any faster? What do you fix? There's no push, no loose in the car. Just need overall speed and grip. A crew chief doesn't want to hear that. Just give me more grip. That's like, you can see them roll their eyes from the pit box when you tell them, make my car have more grip.
Let's go, Ross. He's going to make this fun by the end of the day.
Logano now out to a 2
He will.
lead. He's led 100
He's pretty solid now.
today.
Bucks are at the Rams 10. Like how Fournette was never a receiving running back. And then he plays with Tom Brady, and now he's just James White, but bigger. If you play running back on Brady's team, you better be ready to catch about 30 balls a game. I love when they huddle for 30 minutes and then go, there's no foul. It's like, thanks. Yeah, the way I see it, if Chase wins, the Reddit NASCAR people are going to be very angry. If Joey wins, everybody's going to be upset. Bell and Chastain, happy ending. Although Chase winning for me is perfectly fine with me. It'd be a happy ending for me.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And the Bucks get stuffed on the third down. I wonder if they will stupidly go for it. Remember, it's only stupid if you don't get it.
NASCAR fans can view every lap of NASCAR Cup Series races from inside the cockpit of any car they choose. Live in-car camera streams for the entire field. Visit NASCAR.com/drive, or you can download the NASCAR mobile app.
Ah, they're going to take the field goal. Cowards. Kidding.
Back on those drivers. A little bit of action here, Jeff.
Yeah, Alex Bowman first.
Oh, yeah, Bowman's back.
Out for 5 races. He and Austin Dillon going at it. A little bit of contact. That continued on corner exit. Smoke flying. Guys,
Don't let him intimidate you.
Bowman getting back into the rhythm, Dave.
He's really trying to, Jeff, and one of the reasons he's trying to is because his crew chief, Greg Ives, his crew chief...
Bowman might be getting a number change next year because rumor is Rick Hendrick wants to give the 48 number to Jimmy Johnson. And they just changed the number of Bowman's car back to 88 maybe, I don't know.
What is interesting is that Ives wanted to come off the road to spend more time with family and friends, but as Alex walked through his journey, having crashed in Texas, the concussion-like symptoms and not coming back, he remembered that he'd walked through that with Dale Earnhardt Jr. as well back in 2016 when he was the crew chief on the number 88 car. And Junior, I know you appreciated Greg then, and you know what he's going through with Alex now. They wouldn't have put Alex back in the car if he wasn't ready, but this race is very important for both of them.
Alex was ready last week. They had the car ready for a different driver. They moved forward with that, but this is great for Alex to be able to check this box. Also for Greg to have his driver back to finish that final race together. Greg, his daughter's 10th birthday was this weekend. He was there for her birth, but he's never been there for any of her birthdays, and it's going to change his life to have the opportunity to be able to experience some of those milestones with his family going forward. He's a great guy, always had my back. He's a great leader, and it's just awesome to see him be able to change.
I love Dale Jr. to death, but one thing we learned in his NASCAR career, it's not easy being his crew chief.
And how much time you spend away from your family in this job. It's a year.
Unless your last name was Yuri or Letarte, you probably had a bad time.
They're constantly working, so Greg's going to take opportunity to be able to spend more time with his family.
When Steve Letarte got hired or switched from Gordon's to Junior's car, said he immediately called up, talked to Yuri and was like, I need to hang out with you for the next 3 months because you're the only guy that knows how to deal with him. That obviously worked.
Just solid years.
Well, best year Michael McDowell's ever had. 12 top 10 finishes this season.
Oh, my sponsor's on a roll today.
These guys go at it. The race is
Last race of the year. He's not holding back.
I've experienced this, and one of the first things I noticed when I got in the booth with you guys was how much they race each other in the back of the field. I mean, it is highly contested positions. They all want to be able to move forward, and they've done some good work this year. Both these drivers had some good results. And this team in particular.
Well, my store. Do you know how often we have inventory? Do you know?
It's going to get better. We've already seen AJ have
Should
some pretty
be once
impressive
a year.
runs this
Once a year. Okay. Well, I dodged it this time because I was on the cruise.
And part of the silly season, AJ Allmendinger making the transition from Xfinity Series to the Cup Series. He'll drive full-time here as we see Joey Logano trying to put another car a lap down. And Parker.
As we're traversing lap 116 here, he's led all but 3 laps, absolutely dominating right here. And I think
Oh.
This team had to prepare and get this car ready. Then they were out and won the pole. So I asked him this morning what the sentiment was like, and he turned to me and said, "Don't let the others up for air." Meaning he feels like the other championship three have already been beat. It's their championship to lose here and right now, controlling this race, continuing. He is also not getting to place in that car. He's been updating the team lap after lap on the handling as it's changing corner by corner, making sure they have all the updates possible and needed to make changes when they get back down pit road.
Chase Elliott able to get by Eric Jones, and so Elliott trying to move back forward. He's up into the 8th position. Chastain in front of him in 6th. Of course, Logano up front. The furthest back of the Champ 4 in 12th is Christopher Bell.
Logano, he is
Bruh.
over a second from his teammate Blaney out there cruising around, but they still have some work to do to get into this stage.
It was interesting.
And he's worried about the fuel right there. When do I need to start doing what I can to save? That's either not shifting the car, trying to lift earlier off of the gas. He's got a really healthy lead, and his teammate, his sidekick, Blaney, back there behind him again. And they can definitely save enough fuel to be able to make it to the end.
Let's watch this telemetry. Pay attention to the shifting. There's an upshift. An immediate downshift. So no fuel savings, it appears to me. Watch the RPMs. Getting pretty high up in the
Yeah, he sure is fast.
before he shifts. If he wanted to really be saving fuel, he could shift much sooner. Less RPMs is less fuel burn, but he is not concerned at the moment. Marty, how about Ross Chastain in his fuel situation?
Boy, Jeff, that's what just came over the radio just a moment ago. Phil Surgeon said, give me 5 laps without shifting. So the same exact thing Joey Logano, the message he's getting, they told him not to shift here. Let's see if Chastain...
Bucks were offsides. The Bucks were offsides. And Stafford gets fucking crushed anyway.
Down the front straightaway. Doubt that if he shifts in, if he doesn't shift
I like how that guy's name barely fits on his jersey.
And to your point, Jeff, when
Still not as good as Hushmanzada.
you burn more fuel, this is a very minimal way to save fuel. Lifting early, lifting like way early, using less brake also reduces RPMs, saving fuel.
And that is one of the troubles in not shifting, is now you have to use more brake. Because when you shift, the RPMs go up, and that's engine braking. That slows the car down in and of itself. Now you're starting to use more brake. You have to be careful.
Stay awake, guys. I promise it'll be okay.
Because then you have to use more throttle to get it going again. So it's a real delicate balance for a driver in how to save fuel.
And Phil Surgeon's watching all this on top of the pit box. He told him right before, he said, don't shift for 5 laps. He said, we're about 3 laps short on fuel for making it to the end of the stage. So, Jeff, not shifting for 5 laps, would that buy you those 3 laps you need at the end of the stage?
Well, the thing about today's world, Marty, is that they know. They have great tools that they can calculate how, big loose right there for Chastain.
Oh, my God.
That you got to think about, too. Downshifting, the car doesn't drive as well. You just saw Chastain get really loose on corner entry, but they can pretty much tell how much fuel that car is burning and if he is saving enough fuel or not.
And one thing this does, it puts everything on pause in terms of battling for the championship. If you're saving fuel, you're not on the offense trying to move forward. So everything about the championship battle sits and waits until this fuel savings is over.
Somebody who is definitely advancing and trying to get to the front is Ryan Blaney. We'll see how much pressure.
Stafford got hit again.
When he gets to him, Logano still up front here in Phoenix.
Aren't you guys just thrilled right now? On the edge of your seats? I could hear Tony Romo rubbing his collarbone as that hit happened. Baker can play. Skip when Baker makes plays against 4th stringers. Let's see, Logan Paul tore his ACL and MCL against Roman Reigns. Jeez.
Destroyed his knee.
I give him credit, though. He's a natural. Like, oh my God. How is Logan Paul so good? Michael, you're right. This race fucking blows, but I kind of saw it coming because it's Phoenix. That's why I'm barely talking. You guys want to play Gotham Knights instead? I'd rather. That's why I'm watching Red Zone more than I am anything else. We've had this almost battle for the lead the entire race, but somehow nothing still happened. But he won that All-Star race.
Remember, he won at Miami a couple weeks ago. Cliff Daniels, his crew chief, told him a moment ago, you and the 19 right behind you are the best cars.
Larson won me money at Homestead. I forgot to mention that. Logano won me money at Vegas. So 2 weeks in a row, I picked the winner. And I'm struggling with my will to live. I'm hoping for improvement as the day goes on. But I'm not optimistic. They're going to throw the old hot dog wrapper caution to make this interesting later. He's not going to pass him, Rick. You literally can't pass.
2022, Logano looking for a championship. Logano has been dominant. 131.
Boring.
34 laps. And now 132 have been led by Logano.
You do not want to go through a year without winning a race. And Ryan Blaney knows Joey Logano needs to win this championship, but he's going to put pressure and try to win this race himself. I don't think he's going to put Joey in a bad situation, but it matters. It matters to you and your team to go win. And we've seen this situation develop before with Joey catching.
Oh, what a pick. If it stands. Kobe Bryant.
Teammates at Cincinnati with Sauce Gardner.
Who was that running back for the Dolphins all the years ago whose last name was Abdul-Jabbar? And I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar legitimately sued him over Dolphins jersey royalties. And it's like, it's his last name.
I can't remember his name.
He's only won one of the 5 last races after leading.
Told the guys on the Xfinity stream yesterday, I'm friends with some Dolphins fans on the cruise, and we were watching football together last Sunday. My friend Scott had his 1972 Dolphins jersey on, undefeated. And this other guy he knows is kind of drunk, loves the Dolphins. And to fuck with him, I went, the Dolphins went undefeated? Never heard of that. And I was like, what? It's like, I just love doing that to Dolphins fans when you pretend that you don't know about the undefeated season. Oh, they went undefeated? How come I've never heard of that? That's my new thing. I want to do I feel like Drew Barrymore right now in 51st Dates when she runs down to the edge of the pier and just screams. That's how I feel right now, because this race fucking blows, and I hate Phoenix. I missed Martinsville, which was fun, and then I come back home to this. More wasted effort for Devontae Adams today. 10 catches, 146, and 2 touchdowns. More wasted effort.
So his car is not going to drive as good as it will when he can start shifting again. He's just
isn't that exciting? We're talking about shifting.
The end of this stage.
This battle right here continues between Eric Jones and Christopher Bell for 10th position. Eric Jones currently holds that position. Dylan, what you got on the 20 car there?
Yeah, he's not real with the bell. It just says it's less grip than we've had all afternoon long. This run for Christopher Bell. But keep in mind, something Christopher told me earlier this week. He said, this playoff run for us has been such a roller coaster. We've gone from feeling like we're out, and then we're not out so many times within one race that we just have learned that it's not over till it's over. So while he runs 11th right now, not where they want to be, I think there's nobody besides this 20 team that knows this race isn't over until it's over. Still a long way to go for them to make up these spots.
We're talking about how the pit crews will play a role in this, and the 20 car, their 2 stops are the fastest of the 4 championship guys.
Congratulations to them.
So,
What good is it doing them?
at the start of the year, I think that is exactly why he's here today. They made a change with that pit crew. It really turned this team around. He had fast cars, just couldn't get off pit road. Now he's able to go out there and win races. They've actually turned that whole team around this year. He's a little bit frustrated with his 43 here, trying to get around him.
I think Eric Jones is going to have a really good year next year.
Using the momentum there off turn 4, we'll see if he can complete the pass. It looks as though he's going to be able to. Running that higher line now through 1 and 2. And Bell up into the 10th position as he puts Eric Jones.
Hey, Bell's back in the top 10.
He's working himself back up through, but it's taken him forever. He gave up 4 or 5 spots.
I feel bad for NFL Red Zone. There's literally only 2 games on right now.
It's just so hard when you give up spots on research.
Well, the next generation of Wi-Fi is here with supercharged speeds faster than a gig, unbeatable internet.
Thinking about I'm not actually going to do this, but it's like I should just turn on Kiss Cruise videos on my stream and be like, look what I was doing last week. Because there's already videos on YouTube of like everything from the cruise. My friend Stacy from Canada, he brought some recording equipment. And for the indoor Kiss shows, they actually show them on the TVs around the ship. And you have a TV in your room. Before we went to the shows, he plugged in his audio shit to the TV and bootlegged the concerts, and they sound fucking incredible. It's like an official recording. He got it straight from Kiss, straight from their soundboard. And he said he's going to edit it and separate it into tracks and email it to me, so I'll have copies of the Kiss Cruise shows that are legit. So I can hear Paul Stanley croak in 4K audio. He sang his ass off on the outdoor show without makeup. I was like, damn, Paul sounds good. And he sang good at the other shows. So by the end of the 3rd show, I'm like, he's struggling. He's struggling. I want you. That was still cool to hear that song. Stood outside rehearsal, and I think during rehearsal they played I Want You like 4 times in a row because they hadn't played it since 2004. Man, Bruce was awesome. But, you know, they had that first week of the Kiss Cruise. There was one song Bruce and his band did on the first week that they didn't do on ours. They did Good Girl Gone Bad from Crazy Nights. And then they didn't do it for ours. I was like, I wanted to hear that. They did Fits Like a Glove, but they didn't do that on the first week, but they did it on ours. But they played The Oath from The Elder. That was the first song Bruce. That was the song they opened with for Bruce. I like Bruce's band. They do that now because, you know, they start out, we're going to play Bruce Kulick era Kiss songs. They cheat now. They'll play like something that Bruce wasn't a part of making but liked playing when he was in Kiss. So like one year they did Creatures of the Night and Watching You, and then this time they did The Oath. And I was like, you never played The Oath, but it's a good song. Last year they played Exciter from Lick It Up. I'm like, you never played that either, but it's an awesome song.
Are talking about not being able to make it, even though they were not shifting as the drivers save fuel. Some are talking about not being able to make it, and others are showing no concern. Let's listen to Joey Logano and his team.
Try a couple laps there with no shifting, so we can see what our mileage goes to, please.
That's the biggest part of the Rams' struggles, Michael. They have one offensive lineman left over from last year. This new offensive line is awful. That's their biggest issue. Stafford is getting that Matt Ryan treatment of like, you got to prop him up a little better than that. All the weapons in the world doesn't matter if you can't protect. Blaney has been within 4/10 of Logano this entire run, and I said he's not going to pass him. He still hasn't passed him. But if this goes green to the end of stage 2, could get interesting here. I feel like everybody can make it. Maybe Logano will sputter and run out of gas. Under green.
This is a very interesting fork in the road in terms of the championship. They've had a long conversation on the one radio with Ross Chastain. They've decided to back the pace down, continue not to shift. The car's going around them right now, both Cole Custer and Kevin Harvick. They pitted, they have fresh new tires on, and you see Chase Elliott catching him from behind. Phil Surgeon
Harvick got by Chastain. Chase just pitted. Well, if I'm Logano, then I'm going to pit. I'm not going to risk running out of gas.
Losing a lot of track position. They made the decision, in my eyes, that they didn't have enough speed to win this championship. They came in, pitted early, put tires on to get new tires on, to go as fast as they can to the end of this stage, thinking and hoping some others are going to have to pit or run out.
And the pressure being put on the 22 of Logano by teammate Ryan Blaney, but he can't save fuel if he wants to stay out front. 0.2 of a second, still separating the top two. Parker.
They just reminded Joe Logano as the teammate Blaney got closer to the rear bumper. No shifting here. We're still worried about fuel. And the interesting part is back when they pitted on lap 87, the team felt good about them making 10. But as you guys noted, it was about.
I'm glad Bowman's back in the 48 this week. Got tired of seeing Noah drive that car. Ooh, Blaney's right on Logano's bumper now. Avert your eyes. Oh yeah, Bengals Panthers highlights. You can call them highlights. Don't worry, they did the same thing to us.
It's like I said earlier, I don't give a shit. What this does is it forces Tepper to make changes after this year. He cannot be complacent at all. Shit's got to change. So I don't care.
And Mixon had a hell of a day. God damn, I didn't know he had 5 touchdowns.
I didn't either. This is the best game he's ever had.
Woo! Shattered that Al Bundy Legacy Award. Speaking of average Joes, I heard there's going to be a sequel to Dodgeball with Will Ferrell and not Will Ferrell, Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller. I don't know why I said Will Ferrell. I love Will Ferrell and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. We have one animal missing, an orangutan. Most dangerous animal known to man. Oh my God, Blaney did pass Logano. Something happened. Blaney passed Logano for the lead. Who gives a shit? Big fucking deal.
Here he is right here. Way ahead of him is the leader, Blaney. Right now, that 9 car is a second a lap faster. So what he's trying to do is make as much lap.
A second is a lot, but for fresh tires, it should be like at least 2.
Around the racetrack with 26 laps to go to unlap himself for Ryan Blaney. 1 second of a lap faster. That's what he's got to make happen.
William Byber right there behind the leader. On newer tires will unlap himself shortly.
And again, now it's 19th on the lead lap. So 19 cars on the lead lap right now. Daniel Suarez is there. Byron, Keselowski, McDowell, Haley, Chase Elliott, Busher, Ty Dillon, Allmendinger, Bowman.
Bell passing Chastain for position.
Take a look at this.
Shocking anytime a pass actually happens.
Chastain backing up right here. Let's listen to the radio of the 20 car.
Some guys are worried about fuel being behind, but you within 50s, you gotta always think about saving a little bit. Just keep pressing here.
Adam Stevens is so calm and cool on the radio there. So when we get inside of 15, we might start thinking about saving fuel. Parker.
He threw the ball to Allen Robinson. Wow.
Told them to stop shifting. They were very vague about the situation with fuel, which angered Joey. Take a listen to his radio.
Majority of I tell me we were 1 to 2 when we started. 1 to 2 when we started.
That was after about 15 laps of asking him not to shift and to save fuel. He'd asked repeated times over a couple laps to get the info. They finally told him it was 1 to 2 laps short, but they also noted his last couple laps in terms of fuel save were right on the mark for them, so he should be in a good position fuel-wise.
Still shifting. He's only running about maybe a tenth slower than Blaney. Still running really good lap times. I wonder if
Until Chase gets his lap back here, he should be a little worried.
information. They told him multiple times, but apparently Joey, not understanding the seriousness of the situation, has that put them in a difficult situation here late in the stage.
Yeah, there are times that the engineers
What the hell was that?
they get in their computers and they get in their
Oh, Cooper Cup.
the driver doesn't even know that conversation's
I
going
thought
on.
Devin White just celebrated because
Gone.
he tackled him on the jet sweep. Great job, Devin White.
I like Devin White, but he gets lost in coverage sometimes. He's really aggressive.
I like Devin White, but he celebrates about stopping Cooper Cup on a jet sweep. Well, guess what, homie? Just scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Trust safe life. This couple.
Devin White's aggressiveness really hurts him sometimes.
I like him, but don't celebrate too early.
I like the onboard, the dash camera in Ross Chastain's car when he did the wall ride last week. At least ETN was not a waste of a pick. Oh, my friend Stacy sent me, this is some audio that he recorded from the Kiss Cruise when we bootlegged the shows. Start playing. Skip sign. Loving and leaving. That's how good that sounds. And then he sent me that GIF with it. Brilliant. So I'll have really good soundboard recordings on my iPod. What's the pit strategy look like? Who gives a shit? It really doesn't matter. Nobody can make it to the end of the stage. Chase Elliott pitted like 15 or 20 laps ago. He's about a second or two faster than the rest of the field. He's trying to get his lap back. Logano's trying to run it long, catch a caution, catch his ass a lap down, but Logano's going to have to pit by the end of the stage. Blaney did take the lead. Other than that, who gives a shit? Ain't nothing going to happen. I've never seen such a lopsided Final Four since we started this format back in 2014.
Now, they may not have had a choice. They were going to run out of fuel anyway, so they just went ahead and pitted and tried to make up this space, Dave.
And, Jeff, that position would be 8th. So right now, if you look back, he is 20th, so he's not there yet. But they got another data point. Listen to how pleased the driver is.
Ooh, Kiss did Detroit Rock City and King of the Nighttime World one after another. That's obviously really cool. Well, they never do that anymore.
No, they don't.
It was Love 'Em and Leave 'Em, Detroit Rock City, King of the Nighttime World. I was like,
Remember, the balance wasn't exactly there for Elliott earlier, so new data point for Alan Gustafson trying to tune on this race car.
It is a new data point, Dave, but you have to be cautious. And, Junior, you and I both dealt with this. When you leave on a green flag pit stop, your car drives completely different than it does under caution. And sometimes the car drives so good right here, you're like, okay, buddy, that's what we need. That's the changes. And then you go on a restart with all the traffic and everything. The car doesn't drive the same. So they're going to have to still stay on. Great news so far. The car's better, but don't assume it's going to be better on a restart with every other car.
I would love to know what that phenomenon is. Every single pit stop under green, my car was looser. Every single pit stop under green, my car was looser than any kind of pit stop under caution throughout my entire career. So
anybody who's tried to make a green flag pit stop in NASCAR Heat 5 on old tires knows how hard it is. It's like you're driving on ice.
A lot of these guys that are pushing the envelope on fuel, pit road closes when they get within 2 laps of the end of this stage. So it could be a double issue, a double problem. If you run out of fuel, come down a closed pit road as well to get that service.
You get penalized if you come onto the pit road when it is closed. We'll take a look at the Xfinity fastest lap, and that is car leading up front, Ryan Blaney. 27.229, the fastest lap turned today for Blaney. Out in front, and you see 88 laps run. We talked about the fuel window was somewhere between 90 and 95 laps. Some thought they could stretch it to 97, but we've heard a lot about fuel saving. So that is the big question. Blaney, Logano, the championship 4 of Bell and Chastain, all on this same strategy, trying to get to the end of the stage without going to pit road for fuel.
You see Martin Truex sitting there running 3rd. You know, we know he is not in a championship hunt, so he will be a little more aggressive in regard to fuel.
Oh, wow. Something happened in the Cardinals game. There's nothing's happening in this race. Byron and Chase are the only cars that pitted so far, 9 to go. Oh, yeah, Bowman pitted too, but nobody noticed. It's like that George Carlin joke about when the world is ending. Meanwhile, Canada burns to the ground, but nobody notices. And the fire spreads its way across the country, burning every town, and then the fire gets to New York City and Philadelphia, where they tell the fire to go fuck itself. And Philadelphia is also closed on the weekends. Here's what you do with criminals. Lock them in a room with a Wolverine who's high on angel dust.
Presley, and so he can trust that. He believes everything Coleman tells him, and he'll do exactly what he needs to do. He understands the last couple of laps are exactly the adjustment needed to save the fuel.
Doing we have to have it the rest of the way, even if the 19 passes us. Keep it doing we have to have, even if the 19 passes us.
More great information. He doesn't know that they're okay with the 19 going by. They need to let him know, hey man, allow him to pass if that's what you have to do. We'll give up that position gladly.
Save as much as you can here the last.
They're telling Logano just to save and stay out.
5 to go.
5 more laps.
When pit road closes with 2 laps to go, again, it's not going to reopen until the field all gets back in line in the position they're supposed to be. So that could be another maybe 1 or 2 laps under caution that they've got to be able to keep that pace. They can't stop.
Blaney drove off and left Logano by 2 seconds.
That's probably why the 20 car crew chief was
I think Bill, Ross, and Chase are just going to have to hope that Joey fades back to them. They're not going to catch him.
you can save.
Man,
Although I sincerely hope Joey just runs out here or something.
I mean, this position.
Their guts are in down there on pit road right now.
And this is a gamble, just holding on to some track position. Logano still controlling the championship as he's in front of Bell, Chastain, and Elliott. But it's Blaney right now who is in control of this race. Out in front by 2.2 seconds with just 3 laps to go until the end of the stage. Marty?
Rick, here's one thing to
Karen in my stream said, if the criminal can kill the Wolverine that's high on angel dust, they should go free.
But Jeff, you got to make it back to pit road, right? There'll be some laps between the end of the stage and that's what they're working on right now with a 1.
And that is a great point, Marty, because when they throw the caution, they're not going to immediately come down pit road. They're going to ride around a few laps. Yes, you can save a ton of fuel. You can get the car shut off, do all those types of things, but it still takes fuel to get it back around the racetrack.
And now with 2 laps to go, pit road is closed. So they are not going to be able to come to pit road if they have a problem.
Well,
And the car
he's not going to run out of gas, but wouldn't it be sweet if he did?
Logano holding on to second. Blaney out front by 3 seconds as we come to the end of stage 2. Coming up on
Stafford, what the fuck?
right there. 1 to go for Blaney as he crosses the stripe.
Allmendinger just
So what did Chase get out of this?
Absolutely freaking nothing.
Well, Blaney almost wrecked. Is Blaney out of gas?
The 12 of Blaney wiggling hard. He's going again.
It sputtered, I think.
he's out. I think he's out.
He's out, but it fired back up.
He had some kind of problem. I do believe he's out.
So now, very difficult. He's going to end up winning the stage. He crosses the stripe.
He ain't going to make it through this caution.
Enough fuel to maintain pace. And what about his teammate, Logano?
Yeah, you can't cycle the engine. What if it
So I really don't know what Chase got out of this. They were top 10. They pitted. Everybody stayed out. Yeah, they got their lap back, but now you're 13th.
Okay.
And you're going to pit with everybody else here.
Might have been an issue there. So Blaney wins the stage. Logano in front of Bell, Chastain, and Elliott. Pit stops.
Yeah, Bell's car has a little more pace now, Michael, but the trouble is you're at a track where you can't pass. Rams on a 3rd and 6. Rumor is Brady wants to go to the 49ers now. And it's like, just go the fuck home. No, you don't have anything to go home to anymore. But still, go the fuck home. Bleacher Report's wild for this. Beating him off. Maybe you just haven't been oozy enough lately.
I guess not.
NBC is brought to you by a credit card company and by the bar.
All dreams have meaning. My dreams.
Oh. In the championship for the 2022 season, the 12 still running, so not a fuel issue for the 12, but maybe a handling issue that they'll have to look at when they come.
So it was not gas for Blaney. It was some kind of handling problem. Just think, if Vince McMahon got fired a year earlier, we could have got that.
Update on Chase Elliott. Remember, he hit it running from 8th. He got all the way back up to 12th.
Dylan.
Too loose was the report for Chris.
Why does that dude for the Bengals look like Adam Cole?
They'll make another swing out of here. 4 tires and 2 full cans. Adam Stevens said, "Wait on me. We've got to get the tank full of fuel, Marty."
I'd like to congratulate Josh McDaniels on being hired as the 2023 New England Patriots offensive coordinator.
No waiting for Chase Elliott because they stopped in that stage. He will need less Sunoco fuel. That should pick him up spots on pit road. Starting to chatter the front tires. They're laying.
Good stop for Ross. Really good stop for Chase. Slow stop for Logano. Logano's having a problem for the first time today. So now Chase Elliott is, Logano still barely beat him out. But Logano lost 3 spots on pit road. Chase gained 6. We in there now. We have hope. Glimmering hope.
Why are the Panthers the 5th most expensive NFL team? We don't have any expensive assets.
It costs a lot to suck that bad.
Yep. That's all I got. Yep.
Do you get this joke? Kirk Hammett's car. It's a guitar pedal in the floorboard. He's got a wah pedal. We need Nita Strauss on the Kiss Cruise next time so I can officially have a heart attack and drop dead in the middle of the boat. Oh. I thought I had a hard enough time when I met Calico Cooper on the cruise, Alice Cooper's daughter. She was there with her band. Sweet woman. Absolutely horrifying on stage, just like her dad. Scarier than her dad, actually. She liked that. I told her that you're scarier than he ever was. But their band, Bisto Blanco, kicks fucking ass. So what the fuck did Terry Bradshaw say in the pregame that had everybody all worked up? I gotta see this. Oh, Terry made a joke. He said if Cliff Kingsbury had to run the ball 5 plays in a row, he might commit suicide. Well, it's true. And Michael Strahan was like, what? A little tasteless, but, you know, it's not the end of the world.
Tasteless, but I don't know why the fuck you gotta be up in arms over it.
All right. Logano is vulnerable for the first time today. Pounce. Remember when I said Logano's going to have to fall back to them? He did. Because they weren't going to run him down any other way.
Nope. And it's a good time to check in with Rutledge Wood. For that, we will go to dinner with a view 150 feet up.
You could pay extra money and go sit and watch the race up in this.
There's Rutledge Wood.
Oh, Rick,
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Quick, somebody push Rutledge off.
Hold on, I've got my charcuterie plate. Let me get ready. Boys, I have got everything I need up here to enjoy a first.
You got anything that's cooked?
The track view is insane. That bobble that Ryan Blaney had right over there in turn 2. I was watching. He probably heard me scream. It was so crazy to see, but unbelievable. The best view I've ever seen here at Phoenix International Raceway. It's heating up, guys. Wish you could be up here with me.
Rutledge, please don't spin around in that chair again like that. My stomach's up a little bit queasy just watching what you're doing up there. And leading the field again with some unique views is the Coca-Cola pace car Cam looking back as he comes to pit road.
Okay, all the championship contenders just had a pit stop. Joey Logano lost 3 spots. The big winner, Chase Elliott, in that 9 car, he gained.
At least Logano had a mistake just in time for the third stage of the race.
Christopher Bell, he lost 5. Christopher Bell has track position. He's got to go earn back.
This is it, the final stage. 120 laps to go in the season. The field approaching. The Geico restart zone. Up front, Blaney and Briscoe, Harvick, Byron, Logano. The top of the championship.
Good launch for Blaney, but we're really watching Chase and Joey. Logano doing the right thing again.
He'll challenge for third.
Little tight there on the entry. Shallow entry really hurt him. Yep. Shallow entry screwed him up a little bit there. Chase around his outside. 4 wide. Look back there. Him, Rick Almirola, Reddick, and AJ.
Great job, Joey, with that brilliant ass.
He's still fast. Goddamn, the fucking. Oh, Rick. Michael McDowell and Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick in the 8, spinning in turn 4.
Doesn't look like any contact for Tyler. Just some flat tires.
So very quick there as far as the restart and right back to caution. Tyler Reddick getting Michael McDowell involved in this one. Only 2 cars involved.
A little interesting now. We're awake. We're here. We have a chance. God, Arizona sucks. But then again, I kind of called that before the season. I had the Cardinals not making the playoffs. People looked at me like I was crazy.
Kingsbury and Murray have only had 1 good year so far. I don't know why.
They've had a lot of half good years where they're like good for 8 games and then they just fall off a cliff. No pun intended. What the fuck was that read by Stafford there? What the fuck?
Probably the play design.
Dot him up, Gino. Aw. Hail Mary, Tom. Aaron Rodgers with a season's worth of interceptions for him in 1 game. Do you smell blowout with that one? Titans Chiefs. I smell a blowout.
Chiefs coverage beginning with Football Night in America. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern. 117 laps to go from Phoenix. And pit road open. But again, just about 2 laps since they were just on pit road. Won't expect anybody on there except the 2 guys that were involved in the incident.
Chase is ahead of Logano right now.
Going to be choosing which line they want to take.
And then they come back to commercial to go right back to commercial. I might stream that game later. Got nothing else to do. From this week on, it's all football all the time around here until February. See, they teased Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt getting back together at Crown Jewel. I liked that. They were good together. I just don't like that they tried to give his gimmick to her. Kind of like, remember, they'll do that. Remember Daniel Bryan got popular. They tried to pass the yes chant to Big Show. And then it's like, oh, well, we don't care about Bray anymore, but Alexa's going to be around, so let's make it about her. And it's like, oh, jeez.
And that clearly didn't work.
She's fucking good at that, but the way they did Bray Wyatt there at the end before he left, ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the main reason why nobody liked it, because we saw what Vince's stupid ass was trying to do.
Have you heard what Randy Orton had to say about it? And he would know. He was right in the middle of it. Randy Orton said, I thought this shit was stupid. That was some of the worst fucking shit he's ever been a part of. That's Randy Orton's words, exactly.
That's Vince.
Yeah, it was all Vince.
And Vince could never understand why we would do that to him.
He
would never understand.
Because Bray Wyatt's one of the smartest people in wrestling, and Randy Orton is too. So, yeah, the both of them just shaking their heads. I like how in Saudi Arabia they won't let the women wear normal clothes, and Rhea Ripley had to wear that all black leather bodysuit. I'm like, damn, she's even hotter than that. That backfired on you, didn't it, Saudi Arabia? Looks like a fucking hot ass dominatrix.
Which is what she's been since Judgment Day.
And she had her hair tied up like Beth Phoenix's hair. That was cool. I love the finish of the I Quit match last month. That was great. I called it too, because like he's gonna say I quit, and then she's gonna hit her with the chair anyway, and it's gonna be great. And then she did, and I was like, I love Rhea Ripley. Love that woman.
Now and be ready for any adventure. Championship 4, as they run, it is.
She's like Jade Cargill, but doesn't suck. And I like Jade Cargill. Hell, I like Liv Morgan, and I'm the first guy to say, she kind of sucks.
And Rick, earlier this week, I had a conversation with Adam Stevens about what makes Christopher Bell so good. What's allowed him.
She's just not very good. Just a good personality. She's just not believable enough. Alexa kind of has that problem too.
But the difference between them is that Alexa hasn't spent most of her time on the main roster
as a joke.
Yeah,
because Alexa was always booked pretty well.
Yeah, exactly.
Dale, you asked that the 22 car will now find out what their car is made of. On restarts, he said his fires off great. This last one in Dirty Air, he said it's really tight. We'll see what he makes here from
Dirty Air makes you tight. Who would have thought? All right, here we go. Blaney, Briscoe, Byron, Harvick, but you got Elliott, Logano, and Chastain right behind them. So maybe we'll get to something in the next 100 laps here. Chase go all the way. Oh, no! Ross wrecked Chase. I think Chase cut across Ross Chastain and wrecked himself. Well, yeah, that thing's broken. The steering's broken. The car looks fine, but the steering's broken. Well, I'm going to get an angry text in all caps from my father anytime now, or he's going to call me. Yeah, you know, the orange tape's supposed to be in the center.
Here's how it happens. He tries to cut across the racetrack, but he has the one of Chastain turns him into the inside wall. Chastain gave him no brakes there. Chastain is underneath him right here, and the 9 comes across his nose, and Chastain holds his ground.
That's unfortunate.
Watch right here. Watch him make contact.
I mean, I hate to say it, but that's Chase's fault.
A little bit, yeah.
He would have been told Ross is right there.
Hello, Carl Edwards, Joey Logano from 2016's Final Four.
Said he wasn't going to do that. Really just held the wheel straight. Said if you want to spin yourself across the nose of my car, it's not my fault. So that's the way he'll view this. Chase will probably be aggravated that he didn't cut him a break.
Well, you've seen how hard it is to pass people today. I ain't cutting you a break.
No, hell no.
If I get to your inside, I'm taking it.
And look, Joey's right there. You
Yeah.
think Ross is going to lift up for that?
No,
No.
because they haven't been able to sniff Joey all day, and they're finally right there. So
I'm sorry, that's Chase's fault. You got to know the situation.
Starts getting forward momentum right here.
sorry, Todd.
And Chase turns down on him.
I love Chase,
I'm
but
Ross
damn,
Chastain, I'm not
man.
listening there either. I mean, I'm not.
Even goddamn, even Jeff Burton's backing up Ross Chastain. That's a first.
I know, right? He never does.
Something wrong there or what? No, but I don't know what to tell you. These guys race that way, the way they race all the time. So we just got to treat them the same way. So I can just take. So come on.
If they could set that steering back straight, he can be okay. I don't know what it would take, if it's even possible.
So he is talking to crew chief. They're going to put a plan together. They are on the damaged vehicle policy. The first championship.
Oh, boy.
Really in a bad
They finally get up here with Joey, and then that happens.
Immediately lose one of them.
They dropped the green for stage 3. Chase shot to the apron, and Ross clipped him, and Chase hit the wall and broke the steering, and that's what happened. No, Todd, Ross didn't do that deliberately. He didn't do that on purpose.
That wasn't Ross's fault.
But he certainly was not going to cut him a break.
No, certainly wasn't going to lift, but that really wasn't
The way you know Ross was totally right was even Jeff Burton was backing up Ross.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, wow. Immediately going to Twitter to see what people are saying. Please miss this field goal. This would be so funny. Blocked.
Yes.
First place. I love this screenshot without the it's from the Washington Minnesota game. Look at the ref. He was trying to get out of the way, so he just went to the ground. Like a bus is about to roll over him. Just before that, Chase said under the previous caution that it felt like it was running pretty good now. Not anymore, it ain't.
Yeah, not no more.
Did Matthew Stafford just forget how to read a defense overnight?
They got him back out. He's only one lap down.
Chase is a lap down.
Using some old equipment to do some tough work.
NASCAR's made a rule where they can't fix upper and lower control arms. They can't change them. They've been changing them. They made a rule to stop that. They brought out a horsepower, basically just to hydraulically fix whatever was bent. If it was a toe link, they would have replaced it. They bring a porta power out, which is about a 100-year-old tool. I've used one on my street stock car many, many times. And now look at the steering wheel.
They fixed it.
Before the commercial break, the steering was off to the right.
He's a lap down, but they fixed it.
Incredible.
He'll get that lap back.
So impressed.
He's fast enough to get the lap back. I don't know if he's got enough time to really have another shot at all this, but
With 109 laps to go, is they got to go meet minimum speed, right? Once they meet minimum
so
speed,
it looks okay. We'll see how it runs. They got 108 laps to go.
100% right.
Blaney Briscoe side by side again. Back to racing here with just a
Gano shoots to the bottom. Well clear of Ross. Lucky for him.
Game on now.
Briscoe won the spring race here. He's second.
Logano in fifth, Bell sixth, Chastain seventh.
Yeah, look at Logano. He's
Logano up to third.
up to third.
Ross slides into fifth. Hemrick, Larson, and AJ are 3 wide.
And they're 3 wide back here. Logano, it has been his race. He's dominated 156 laps up front, and once again, he's fighting these championship 4. He is up to third. The 9 of Chase Elliott, again running in the 30th position, a lap down, but let's see how he sounds on the radio.
Okay, Chase said it's not rot. So it's not handling worth a shit.
And guys, is he was told that if he needs to run because of that situation he just described, if he needs clean racetrack, he just needs
Logano separating himself from Chastain and Bell again, but he's only third, so.
right now, and I confirmed with the crew that we didn't see any parts flying out of there, and yes, indeed, they just bent things back into place as best they could. No parts replaced. Marty.
The only words from Ross Chastain, who's back there in the fifth position, is the 9 hurt. That's all he asked. That's all he said about the contact. But, Jeff, you've got to know that Ross Chastain, who beat himself up for much of the summer for contact on the racetrack, has got to be thinking about what happened to Chase Elliott. How does he as a driver...
Shake it off. It ain't your fault.
And now try and go win a championship with 105 to go.
Ross has been under a great deal of scrutiny with how aggressive he's been this year. He's caused some incidences, and a lot of drivers have been extremely upset with him. But in that case, I don't know what Ross Chastain did wrong. He's trying to advance his position.
Listen to Jeff Burton.
And the guy turned down in front of him. That's racing. Those things are going to happen. So Ross needs to put it behind him. There's a championship to go win. He's 2 spots behind Joey Logano. 1 spot behind Joey Logano. Just focus on what's in the windshield, not what's in that rearview mirror. Dylan.
Guys, bad news for Christopher Bell. He just came on the radio and said, I'm blowing up.
Bell's blowing up.
Or sometimes that causes something to me.
Bell's blowing up, he says.
Blowing up, but Christopher Bell seemed pretty adamant they've got a problem under the hood. That's
Chase's car ain't right. Bell's blowing up. It's all on you, Ross.
right along.
Goddamn Toyotas. That's what happens when you buy a foreign part. I'm kidding. Toyotas are made here, we know.
Laptop's just a little bit off.
Yeah, he seems okay now, but
Par with everybody else around him.
Yeah, it looks fine. I mean, down the straight, seems to me to be running okay.
And remember, they have to finish in front of the other 3. So right now, Chase Elliott's not out of it. Christopher Bell not out of it. There's a lot of racing still to go. We have no idea.
got 100 laps.
Championship 4 right up until the final lap.
And Chase is out of it in terms of competitiveness, performance. He will not be able to match their lap times and be able to go up there and drive his car to the front.
Whoa,
Now,
what the hell?
something drastic would need to happen to the other 3 to put him back into the fight. But this 9 car is out there running 2830s. Leaders are running 2740s. I know he's in traffic, but that car is still hurt. It's still not perfect. They will not be able to get it exactly the way they want it to today.
He's off the clock, by the way, so they don't have to worry about that anymore.
Yeah, he met minimum speed, so now they can take as much time as they need to. What they need is a series of cautions, right? To be able to come in and work on this car and get it fixed 100% right. He's going to have a lot of breaks if he wins this championship today.
Running 30th, again a lap down. He's the last of the lap down cars. Blaney still up front, has a 1.2-second lead over Briscoe. Logano running in that 3rd spot. Chastain in 5th.
Kevin Harvick's going to go around for that position.
Chastain's losing more ground to Logano.
With the top 10
Harvick just passed him.
a new record of most top 10 finishes at one racetrack in a row consecutively. He's tied with my dad.
Pass interference on the Rams. Go figure.
For 18 top 10s in a row.
And Jimmy Johnson's right there on that list, too. So you got
Byron's trying to pass Logano.
same list. He could break that record and make it 19 if he does it today.
And William Byron's putting all kinds of
Logano's doing that thing that he's done most of this year. He'll fire off strong in the first half of a race and then just kind of fade. And a lot of times still get a top 5 or a top 10, but he's kind of doing what he's done all year because he's not the dominant car he was earlier. Not even close.
Comfortably faster than everyone else now. Being challenged, not for the lead. This is for 3rd position.
I think the 22 team are the best first half of a race team I've ever seen.
About a 3/4 of a straightaway away is the 1 car, so we still got a healthy battle for this championship. Harvick.
Junior trying to hop it up.
Reason for the 22 struggling here is he's been in traffic. Is just simply he's been getting tight through the center of the corners. That's been a complaint throughout the day, but as we know, you start to get further back and you get more in dirty air. That just gets worse, and that has been the case for the 22 car. They just cannot get
By God, King, that's Julio Jones, and he's not hurt yet.
It's only getting worse, Marty.
Parker, there'll be at least one more stop for all the championship 4 drivers. Talked to Phil Surgeon, the crew chief for Ross Chastain, and he said what impressed him with William Byron and also
If Ross can get one restart next to Joey or on his bumper,
they
something can happen.
Jeff, he told me, I'm thinking of sliding that last pit stop a little bit earlier, getting on those fresh Goodyear tires earlier than I originally thought this morning.
I think you got to do the opposite of whatever Joey does to have a chance to beat him.
If you've got to find a way to gain an advantage, if you cannot match the speed of Joey Logano, then you have to be willing to do something different. And one of the things in the playbook is to come on pit road a little bit sooner, put new tires on that car sooner, so you're faster sooner, and then try to go run them down. That's something you can put in the playbook and give it a try, and then you hopefully get the cost.
They should do an airstrike. Carpet bombs of watermelons along the front straightaway if Chastain wins the championship.
So it's Logano leading the championship 4, but running in the 3rd spot right now. Blaney's up front.
Hell. What? No flag? Uh-oh, throw it up, hope for PI. Shockingly, no flag.
Sluggo.
Yeah, there's Count Draculic. It's Todd, his lead singer, who plays bass and sings for Slash. My Kiss Crew's neighbors, all 3 of them. I got put on the good deck this year. I was on the same floor as Calico Cooper, and I was neighbors with Bruce and the rest of the band. Yeah, I'm starting to think Bell's not blowing up and that he just pulled a Matt Kenseth and got panicked or something by whatever happened.
I figured that's what it was because as soon as you said that, I looked up and was looking and there was no smoke coming out of his car.
Sometimes cars blow up slow and just like slow down, and then, but his car ain't slowing down. It's just the same as it's been all day.
Yeah, it's fine.
Here in Avondale, Arizona, air coverage brought to you by Geico as we look down on this mile track. Out front, it's Blaney. He has a 1.1 second lead over Chase.
Don't go winless, Blaney.
Logano is running in the 3rd spot, but he's definitely ahead right now of the other 3, Chastain and Bell. And of course, Elliott a lap down, running in the 30th position after the crash just a few laps ago. Want to take a look at the Toyota driver update and dial in on the 18, Parker.
Thank you, Kyle Busch, for that Toyota driver update. You know, making his last start in this number 18 M&M Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. And it's a day we've seen often out of the 2-time NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Busch. They started back in 20th and have slowly but surely methodically worked on that 18 car, gotten it better and better, and now running in the 7th position. Racing
Bell's about to pass Kyle. That's another spot. That's good. He's fine. I hope.
Kyle Busch has the 8th spot. You see Kyle Busch with Joe Gibbs Racing, 56 wins with that one organization. Again, we'll be moving on to Richard Childress Racing in 2023, taking both his championships along with him. As we look back from
Kyle Busch, make RCR great again.
Top right of your screen, Chase Elliott due to go 2 laps down here shortly as Blaney is catching him. He continues to struggle. His lap times now are down to 28.8s. So leaders running 28.2s. Tell you what you got on this night, Mark.
Some very measured activity down here on pit road as this radio message is relayed to Chase.
I know it's there with the subject that you can. I was cost forward. I think we know we can do to make it a little bit better. And
What they needed was a bunch of cautions.
So right now, just tools on the pit wall. No parts and pieces really have come over yet, but it sounds like Alan Gustafson has an idea how to make it a little bit better.
At least they met minimum speed.
Scoring monitor, 83 laps to go. This race is going by too fast for Chase Elliott.
Yeah, the issue that he got into is he goes another lap down. We just see Blaney go past him. The issue he's in now is the car just won't do what he wants to do. He can't keep up pace. And so at 2 laps down, it looks like the championship
All right.
is out of grasp of Chase Elliott.
You come hang out next Sunday if you want.
I think I'm off next Sunday. I don't know for certain yet.
Like they needed a caution to happen so they can come down and work on the car.
I don't know.
Now they've gone 2 laps down.
Do you want something from Sonic?
Assurances that they can get a
You want anything from Sonic?
done to the car and not
If I give you my card, you go to Sonic, get what you want, and get me a large cookie dough blast, and then drop it off before you go home. You good with that?
Great little
Yeah.
lap right here for
Here.
fourth place Harvick, a little faster than Williams.
I'm hooking the homie up.
Harvick with the announcement that coming back next year.
Yeah. Large cookie dough blast.
Cookie double blast. Gotcha. Okay.
Don't steal my money. I'm kidding.
I'll be right back.
You don't say that in a horror movie. Didn't you watch Scream? He said he'll be right back. Remember the guy's like, never say, I'll be right back, because you won't. Matthew Lillard goes, I'm going to get a beer. You want anything? No, I'll be right back. Sweet. I need ice cream to get me through this shit show of a race.
Kevin Harvick in next year. I think one of the best things for Kevin Harvick, and this is going to kind of sound silly, is how well the 14 of Briscoe is running. Yeah. Because really, Kevin Harvick and Ronnie Childers, they've carried Stewart-Haas Racing over the years. Now they've got somebody out there that has speed and somebody that can bring some information to that team. So, although you always want to be the best driver, the best
This race sucks.
and I think these guys right here
This is so bad.
push that 4 car.
And we have to go back to Phoenix again next year for the championship.
It's not going to help Harvick right now, but Ford looking very strong in this Phoenix championship race. Top 4, Blaney, Briscoe, Logano, and Harvick all driving the blue ovals. Marty?
How long is their deal to have the championship race? Because I hope after next year they change it up.
Race goes limit 2-3. That's his biggest complaint, but they keep telling him you can go catch that 12 car right in front of you. Meanwhile, for Ross Chastain, they are telling him you are faster than the 22 right now. So Jeff,
So Ross is faster than Joey, but he's like 2 seconds behind him and 3 spots behind him.
Chase Elliott is Chase racing team here. What do you do if you're Phil Surgeon? Do you make
Oh boy, Ross is about to have to get by Chase. Wonder how that's going to go. I think Chase dislikes Joey more than he does Ross. He's not going to fuck with Joey, but would he let Ross go to have a shot at Joey, or is he going to be a dick?
Keep an eye on the 9 car. We don't know if Chase is mad or upset at you.
And we know that Ross is hard to wreck. Denny Hamlin told us that all year long, man. I'm trying to get him back, and I just haven't been able to. What will Chase do right here? He's in a position.
Might not have enough speed to do anything.
Ross got, but Chase let him go.
He could have. I think he could have drove
Chase let Ross go.
back of him if he wanted to.
Well, and listen,
And he didn't do it.
It's a racing deal. Sucks that it happened.
even Chase said, hey, did I do something wrong on the radio? He wasn't real sure what happened either.
I like how Jeff Burton said radio. The radio.
There for having that self-control.
So Logano still out front of the Champ 4, but it's Blaney, his teammate, leading the race.
Blaney, Briscoe, Logano, Harvick, Byron. Chastain 6th. Bell 7th. It's been the easiest Final Four win for a championship I've ever seen. Damn, Kyler Murray just got dogpiled. I'm sorry if this stream's not very good or worthwhile or that we're quiet and whatever. It's just, you're watching the race. You got to see what's going on. Kind of a shitty way to end the NASCAR season. Feel like I'm not having a very good stream because I can barely talk anyway. But you guys are so loyal. We might watch some football later. I think I'll probably stream the Titans and the Chiefs, I think. I don't have much faith in it being a good game, but I think I'll probably stream it anyway. I'll be right back. Standing up now, trying to get I'm glad I slept good last night. I slept pretty fucking good. I was in bed till about 11:30 today. It's 2 or 3 hours later than I usually sleep. And I like how we got rid of the old championship format to have this one. Tell me that this is any more exciting than like half of the championship battles we had pre-chase era, pre-playoff era. What is the fucking difference between this and like 2002 or 2003? Like, what's the difference? I think Chastain needs a great pit stop and a late restart next to Joey or on his bumper. That's what I think.
Every green flag lap except one today. So that is the dominant performance that Logano has put on, and where they run now 3rd, 6th, 7th, and Chase Elliott back there in 30th after his wreck. He is 2 laps down.
So, Junior, I think we're getting to that point where pit crews are getting ready to start getting up on the wall. Crew chiefs are going to have to make a decision. If you want to split this in half, this last stage in half, it's getting pretty close to doing that. And does somebody want to get on pit road early and take that chance? Where does Chastain and Bell, where do they feel like they are with Logano? Do they have to make something happen or try to pull some different strategy?
Yeah, so we think a lot of teams will come to pit road anytime between now and lap 255. But if you're not fast,
there is nothing about the playoffs that's any better than the old format. There's literally nothing. Nobody can point to any example of it being better. Because if it's better, how come TV ratings are down? Every year in the playoffs, the TV ratings get worse and worse. Thought we did it for excitement. Obviously, nobody fucking cares. Hell, I'm watching the race, and I don't even care.
How far behind are you? So right now, they're 2 3/4 of a second behind Logano. How are you going? Are you that much faster than Joey Logano? Are you going to be able to run him down, from that far back? I don't think so. Even if you're good on a long run, you'd have to be great on a long run to run the 22 down from that far back.
I think if you were Christopher Bell, maybe you come early. Go ahead and try to leapfrog this.
I think short pitting's the right call, but if Joey short pits too, it's not going to make a difference. You got to be really aggressive here with your strategy, whatever strategy you can play.
Last 2 championships were won on the last pit stop, and so far today, the one Ross Chastain, his pit crew, has been the best between the 3 that are on the lead lap right now.
Christopher Bell's ran that car Ross Chastain down as you see Joe Logano trying to hold off the 4, but further back, the 1 in 6th place, and Christopher Bell. Christopher's got a little pace here. Picking up pace here. Worried about his car blowing up. They made some changes, maybe figured out what that issue was, but
well, here they all are. There's Joey Logano in the 22 car running 3rd, the highest running guy in the championship. Whoever wins in the top 4 championship, that's going to be the championship.
Somebody's on pit road. It's not Bell, Logano, or Chastain. I don't know who it was. Busher pitted, wherever hell he's running. I don't even know. Harvick's looking for a way around Joey. That would put Joey a little closer back to Chastain and Bell, but they're about to be battling each other.
Chastain and Bell, second fastest and fourth fastest lap on the racetrack. Joe Logano about two tenths slower. These guys are running him down, but here comes
There's Bell. Bell to pit road. Briscoe, Bell, Kyle Busch. The first of the top 10 to make it to pit road. Let's see how much longer Joey stays out. I wouldn't stay out. I'd probably pit next time. Joey's not pitting this lap either. I love the call. I think it's the only call to make. Chastain just pitted.
So now Ross Chastain also on pit road. You see him with William Byron right on his back bumper. And he's got a long way to go to get to you, Marty.
So how wrecked does Ross Chastain make up 2 seconds? That's how far he was behind Joey Logano. His pit crew, as we mentioned earlier today, the #1 ranked crew on pit road. They have gained them 4 spots here this afternoon. Oh, and some trouble on the right rear. That's going to cost them.
Well, Chastain's out of this. Bad pit stop. Oh, well. It's all on you, Bell. Logano's pitting now. It's all on Bell now. Chastain's out of it. Jesus Christ. This is the worst fucking championship race in the history of NASCAR. Couldn't have been any easier for the balding wonder. Maybe he'll have a shitty pit stop here. Let's watch. Good on the right side for Joey. Pretty good on the left side. They're being very careful. Good stop. Bell is going to gain on him a lot. Bell did gain a lot on Joey. Okay. Michael, we might have a shot at some money here. Bell's right there. Great job. Great call by the 20 guys. God damn, he drove way deep in the corner. He's catching Joey.
Compared to the 20 and the 22, Bell was 2.5 seconds back from Logano when they started the pit cycle, and now Bell has closed the gap. Very close to Logano.
Tough to remember, we got money on the 20. Did I cringe when Big E was introducing the drivers? No, I love Big E. Big E could never make me cringe. He's one of my favorite people in the world. Come on, Bill. Michael, I've been so disinterested in this race, it only just now dawned on me we've got money on Bill. Because I was the dumbass that said Bill before the race. Chastain only dropped to, what, 2 spots back from where he was. But he's still not going to be close enough to contend here without another yellow. God, Bell's way better than Joey Ryan. What happened here? Bell is obviously faster, but can he pass him? They've cycled through. Blaney, Briscoe, Harvick, 1, 2, 3. Logano, Bell, 4th and 5th. Chastain, 8th. Let's go, Bell. Let's get it. Like I said, Joey does this all year long where he's so strong the first half of a race and then slowly but surely fades away at the end. Whoa, Cody Ware. What? Cody Ware! Get the fuck out of the way. God damn, you fucking idiot. God damn. Cody Ware almost wrecked Christopher Bell. Get 30 if Bell wins. Holy shit. Go Bell.
He's going to run in the middle of the racetrack. Joey goes to the bottom here. Joey's sliding up the racetrack. Can't really finish the throttle on corner exit. Christopher Bell's going to close in a little bit down the front straightaway.
Bell right back to the bumper of Logano. Corey LaJoie's really hurting Bell on corner exit here. Blaney, or Bell sends it off in the corner underneath Corey. Corey lets him go. Goddamn, Bell using every inch of the racetrack. He's got the 22 right in his sights, though. We still got 54 to go.
The other cars don't want to affect the championship race, but at the same time, they want to have a great finish. They don't want to give up a spot. So they're trying to run as hard as they can.
And Christopher's struggling right here, losing a lot of time. That car, which he just lapped, is now back to his inside. Could there be a problem for Christopher Bell?
Yeah, Bell's fate. What the fuck happened now? Logano is driven away from Bell by like 5 or 6 car lengths. Had to get our hopes up there for a minute. Wouldn't be a shitty NASCAR race without those moments where they get your hopes up. Yeah, it looks like it's over now without a caution or some other unforeseen circumstance. Tyler Reddick got a problem. He looked really slow there. Logano's car looks like it's come back to him. Chase on pit road, multiple laps down. Guessing they tried to stretch it, catch a caution, get one of those laps back. Oh, the pain and suffering's almost over. We're less than 50 laps away. We're at 46 to go this time. 46. Logano's fourth, a second ahead of Bell, who's in fifth behind him. Logano lost his race-winning pace, but he's still good enough to stay ahead of the 20. Oh, the 48's wrecked on the front stretch pretty hard, too. I hope he's okay. I'm just worried because he was hurt before. I mean, Dakar doesn't look like he hit that hard, but he obviously hit head on into the inside wall. And we got a caution with 45 to go. All right, another chance for drama. A chance.
team Greg Ives' final race on the pit box.
Tire coming apart. It's going to put a lot of debris down, so that's going to add a lap or a couple laps to the cleanup on this caution. Let's take a look and see how this happened for Alex. Off of turn 2 on the inside of the 38 of Gillen. And
Fucking Michael McDowell just acted like the 48 didn't exist.
right into the door.
Shit.
I think Michael didn't realize that there was a car on the outside of Alex, expecting Alex to come up off the corner a little bit wider.
I'm guessing that had to be it.
Real hard contact.
Unless God told him to wreck the 48 or something, I don't know.
It didn't look like a really hard direct impact to the inside wall, kind of a glancing blow for Alex.
Wow, look at this. Yeah, one thing I can figure is McDowell thought that Bowman was going to move up the racetrack to the side of Todd Gillen, and McDowell just completely misjudged.
NASCAR's like, yay, caution.
That was a hard contact between two cars. You typically don't see cars slamming into each other like that.
34. Just
Another thing that we see too is the glare. This is the time of day where the glare is dropping down the front, down the back straightaway, and it's very difficult for drivers to see what's going on coming off the tube.
Been a tough end to the year for Hendrick Motorsports.
For mistakes that they may have made on the last time, because with 43 laps to go still in this race, they've all got to come to pit road for fresh tires.
Well, Christopher Bell and his team during that green flag stop, they had their best stop of the day. So right then, you saw he did a great job on pit road. They got in a lap earlier, and they had a great pit stop. They need it now in the worst way. Ross Chastain and his team, they just made a mistake. Right? They got to clean that up and fix it. They are not out of this.
They're good at getting him anywhere from 3 to 5 stops on some of these pit stops. It's exactly what he's going to need right now. The other two just don't want any mistakes.
And how important is that number 1 pit stall for Joey Logano? That has won the race a year ago for Kyle Larson. Let's see if the pit crew...
Yeah, remember last year when Truex was going to disappointingly drive away and win the championship before we called a late caution?
Rick, pit road expected to open next time, and I think we cannot emphasize enough. NASCAR is a team sport. Ross Chastain's pit crew, the perfect example.
Yeah, the 48 Jackman Fallon was pretty funny.
On pit road, and what was the money stop? They thought last time they did not have a good stop. Could not get the wheel nut off on the right rear, and you see the time they lost. They lost 4 seconds to Joey Logano. Potential redemption for Ross Chastain's pit crew if everybody comes down pit road. But Jeff, that shows the pressure is on these pit crews to make it happen.
Well, in the last 25 stops this team has pulled off, that was the second worst. So it was one of the worst recently. The other question I've got, would you do 2 tires? Would you just do fuel? They haven't run that many laps on this set of tires. Is somebody willing to try something?
2 tires. Ross Chastain, let's do it.
18 laps on this set of tires. Let's see what they've got.
Ross Chastain, 2 tires.
20 team has worked all year to put together the
You're literally not going to win any other way.
one more good stop here for the 20 team. Adam Stevens used a code word. We'll see what they do here. Right side's on for the 20 car. Marty.
The 3 players left in the championship four, all coming down pit road.
I'm begging you, Ross. Phil Surgeon, whoever.
He said, I just could not get going on that last run. I lost that early right.
Well, Bill's done. Look at this fucking pit stop. Are you? God damn. Well, Bill's done. Ross took 4. So Joey wins. Congratulations.
Absolutely perfect on pit road through this race. It looks like they'll be ahead of the championship four.
Briscoe with a great stop. He
Bell had about a 20-second pit stop.
Logano able to
And Ross's guys put 4 on.
championship 4 contenders.
So,
And a
yippee.
Devastating stop for the 20 of Christopher Bell.
Well, that was a waste of time. Kind of like the rest of this race. If you're Ross, if you're the 1 team there, why not try 2? At least somebody we like won the truck championship. That's about all I can say this weekend. Sorry, I'm munching on some cookie dough. But God, fuck this race. I still stream this shit even though I was sick. What a waste. Brad Keselowski just blew up under caution.
And now it's Brad Keselowski who has the buildup of rubber underneath the
or something.
The front end of this car, and it catches on fire to the point where he has to climb out of the car.
It's Keselowski's year summed up in one race.
Before, and luckily Brad's able to get out. Seems like this happened to a lot of Fords this year.
Happened to Harvick at Darlington.
Harvick at Darlington. Happened to his teammate in Indianapolis.
NASCAR said they fixed that.
There is a ton of rubber buildup and debris at this racetrack. We can see it falling off the cars going down the back straightaway at speed. And enough rubber has built up to get in and around that exhaust, catch on fire, and then set the rest of the car on fire. Under caution for Brad. Fortunate for him to be able to get out.
Yeah, NASCAR made a lot of changes over the last several months trying to prevent that, and we saw some fires again last week in Martinsville in a similar situation where just tons of rubber coming off of those tires.
Looks like his car blew a load is what it looks like.
Something that has to get fixed before next year.
Unfortunate first year for Brad Keselowski being a driver-owner with Roush Fenway Keselowski, RFK Racing.
It's a shame that happened already under caution. We could use that in about 15 or 20 laps. So damn, it's one less caution we're going to have now.
That extends to about 21 now.
And less laps to run to the finish here.
Christopher Bell or somebody, if they get a late yellow trying to come down, their only hope is to put on tires late or something like that. Maybe take two, whatever. More cars on the lead lap makes those choices more difficult.
The 19 of Martrex Jr. was speeding, so that's going to give a position to Chastain.
Yeah, I mean, that certainly helps Chastain close.
That's a little bit of a break for Ross.
Logano's team stepped up to the plate at the right time. The best pit stop of the three. Bell, a disastrous stop, a problem on the left rear. Let's listen to the 20 radio.
Caleb's finger got stuck in between the nut and the spindle, ripping the hide off of it. Took a second to get the nut off to get his hands free so they could put the nut back on. Got it.
Oh my goodness.
Ow.
You see the ice on the crew member's hand.
Oh God, don't show it. This is going to be painful.
Right side goes up. Tires come off a little slow on the right front, but nothing terrible. Then watch the left rear. Hope he's okay. It's so dangerous. You know, we talk about pit crew members on pit road with cars coming down there, but the act itself is very dangerous. There's things going, you know, the RPMs on those guns are just absolutely flying. Everybody's trying to do it as quickly as they can. They are unbelievable athletes, and it is. I have so much respect for them.
All right, let's get a few updates. Now under 36 to go in this championship, Dylan.
And Rick, I just keep going back to what Christopher Bell said earlier this week. It's not over till it's over. We've seen it too many times in this playoffs just with our car that it's not completely done until this race is over. So they've got a lot of work to do from 15th on this restart. But anything and crazier things have happened in these playoffs before, Marty. So we'll see what happens with 36 to go.
Dylan, how about Ross Chastain's pit crew rebounding after they had the tough stop under green a little while ago? Under caution here, they gain him yet another spot. But here's the key. Brandon McReynolds, his spotter, reminded him, remember how we made our living here in the spring? It was on pit road and restarts. I would expect Ross Chastain to be very aggressive, and that's an understatement.
You're going to need the greatest restart of all time to even have a chance. And then you're still going to need another caution.
Late in 2020, he said that was the race and championship that got away. If he wins this one, he may be able to thank that pit crew who have been absolutely perfect today.
All right, Jeff, we're getting ready to come to the shoes, and we're hearing that NASCAR is adding a lap before they have to make that choice, either inside or outside. Now, do you choose inside versus outside on this racetrack and with these cars?
Well, NASCAR came up several years ago with the idea of letting the drivers choose which lane they want to go in. So they actually cross this box, and before you get to that box, the orange box you're getting ready to see, you have to choose the left or the right. Joey Logano has got a decision to make, where he wants to go. And that's just where I think my car is the fastest. The one with the difficult decision is Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain is just thinking about, what do I have to do to get to the 22 car? So he's going to watch, see what Logano picks, and then pay attention. What does Harvick pick? What does Byron pick? What does Kyle Busch pick? I want the shortest line. I want the fewest cars between myself and Joey Logano. That's all I care about right now. Now, Junior, he could make a decision to pick a line that's further away than Logano because he thinks his car may drive better and he can pick up more spots. But I think this late in the race, you just
By the way, I've changed my mind. I don't think I'm streaming the Titans-Chiefs game later. I'm just going to chill out the rest of the night. I'm just happy that my voice held up enough to get through this.
I think that the choice for Chastain
So,
is to take the inside line.
I'm just going to chill the rest of the night.
On the guy in front of you. And as you fan and can turn left past the start-finish line, you cannot...
You guys don't want to listen to me watch the Chiefs kill the Titans anyway.
He wants to time that perfectly so that as he gets to the start-finish line, he can dive to the inside and charge turn one and try to take as many positions as possible.
So Logano, he goes to the bottom. Ross Chastain goes to the bottom. Now only one car in between them.
One car between Ross and Joey.
He is side by side with that 2 at some point down here in 1 and 2, and he's going to try to get a little physical. I would assume both drivers are...
Don't be shy, Ross.
This is all or nothing right here. 33 laps to go.
If Brandon Lyons, the spotter on the 24 car for William Byron, he might want to tell him that Ross Chastain is going to be coming with some steam. Ross Chastain is going to get super aggressive here with 33 to go. There's a championship. This guy has fought and clawed his way to this opportunity. He's going to do
Just stay close enough to pull the wall ride move again.
Drivers, the sun's setting at the most inopportune time. Blinding these guys. They got pitted, dirty, terrible windshields to look through, and that makes it so much more difficult, especially coming off of turn 2.
There we go.
There we go. What's going to happen? Probably nothing, but we'll see. Ross didn't get a good restart at all. Byron's underneath Logano, 3 wide. Joey got a little top, but so did Ross behind him. Joey gathers it back up and drives on. He's going for second. Ross is struggling off of 2, so it's pretty much over.
He really separated himself from the one of Chastain right there.
Yeah.
Chastain not able to get the run on the 24. He won it now.
That's a wrap. Briscoe got away with the lead.
Up the racetrack with Harvick down the first straightaway.
He's got to clear Harvick quickly. Watch what he does right here. He's going to drive in the corner really deep, trying to slide up in front of Harvick.
Logano, though, taking second away from Blaney now.
Oh, the 14 had an issue off of turn 2.
Blaney racing Logano hard for second.
Straightaway, the 12 to the inside of the 22.
Junior said Briscoe had a problem, but he held on and kept the lead.
Side by side, he's going to be
Come on, Ross. Let's make a miracle happen.
To second. Now he's trying to run down that 14 of Briscoe. To the inside he goes.
Briscoe's going to roll over and die because he's driving a Ford just like Joey.
How about Chastain?
Chastain back to the top of the racetrack here. He's going to try to get a run on the 12 off of turn 4. Blaney has a good exit. Not able to do nothing here for Chastain. Chastain again across the apron, risking it all down there.
Final 30 laps.
Ross. Ooh, I thought he was going to hit Blaney. Overdrove the corner, sliding through the center. Logano going for the lead on Briscoe. Briscoe, don't roll over. Don't you want to win a race? Don't you want to do your signature move where you get loose and take out the guy that's racing you for the win? The Chase Briscoe special. Oh, Joey cleared the 14. Well, now it's definitely over. Logano leading with 28 to go.
Start to add to that 158 laps led in this race. Chastain can see him though. The championship's right in front of him.
Briscoe wants to win this race. He is not rolling over for Logano. The car is just not handling well. He's got a battle now with Blaney for second.
And Blaney's hungry as well. He wants a win. He knows that if he wins the race and Logano finishes right behind him, that Logano wins the championship.
Chastain's car is just not doing what he needs to do right now. Logano driving away, and this is what we've seen all day. When Logano gets clean air on a short run, he is going to be very difficult to beat. Chastain's going to have some help with the caution.
Chastain falling back. He's 1.5 seconds behind Logano.
These guys right here continue to battle, crossing each other over. Down in 1 and 2. Blaney's like, I had enough of this, man. He's going to try to crowd him on the entry. He drifts up the racetrack.
These cars side by side is only hurting Ross Chastain because that's that much air that Ross Chastain cannot get to the front of his car.
Yeah, Ross just doesn't have the car to do it.
We've seen him in that position before.
Yeah, we have. We might get a late yellow here and get lucky for another opportunity, but the car's just not got enough pace to be able to drive up there and challenge the 22.
Man, this was such a waste of my day.
All season long. But now he's going to need another one if he wants
This is
to
far
shine
more
this
annoying than
time.
the Falcons game because my expectations for them are already so low.
By 1.2 seconds over Blaney. Under 25 laps remaining.
He has been great on restarts all year long, but that final start right there, the one we just had, he wasn't able to get to the inside of the 24, get the run time just right, had to follow the 24 into the corner, and it really created some distance between him and Joey. Now he's battling still, trying to keep this position.
So now Chastain, with 24 to go, understands he's got to find some speed. So he's going to have to start looking around, something different. What can I do different to make my car get rolling?
This 14 car now is an obstacle in front of him that he needs to try to figure out a way to get around. And that won't be an easy one. 14 car won here earlier this year. These two guys actually finished first and second in the March race together.
Chastain, when we talked to him earlier this week, so humble. We had talked about how big that move was he made to make his way into the championship four. And he said, guys, you have to remember, though.
I stayed awake for this.
A motor coach just to get to the track. I was driving for somebody, and I was running 25th, 28th. Now, I have a championship. That's what's in front of me. That's what I was thinking about when I went up against the wall.
He and his Gucci, he and his spotter both, and the McReynolds were driving motor coaches, and now here they are contending for a championship.
That's how hungry they are. And now just 22 laps remain. And this has to be a sick feeling for Chastain.
Christopher Bell's worked his way up into 10th position from the pit road issue. Both these guys are praying for a caution. They need a yellow to reset things, to try to challenge the 22 with a different strategy on pit road or what have you.
This race killed boners across the country.
Pressure from the 24. Byron looked to the inside there for a moment. Marty.
It's always crappy when you're glad NASCAR season's over.
Kind of losing right rear grip, especially on corner exit right there as William Byron tries to get to him. But they have So Chastain still in attack mode. You see it right there, Rick.
Guy got to the back bumper of Chase Briscoe. We'll see if he can make anything of this 14-1 battle. The laps continue to wind down, though, making this so difficult.
Back up front, Blaney has run down Logano 2 tenths faster the lap before and 2 tenths quicker this lap as well as the one drives to the inside here.
Chastain's got to make something happen here. He's sliding way.
Oh, Ross.
Trying to move Briscoe out of the lane.
Wish you would have caused a caution there and spun the 14.
Taking the spot away, so he's up to
That would have been nice.
Blaney, as you mentioned, closing the gap. He's just 4 tenths of a second behind Logano. But look how far you have to look to find the top 2. Chastain 2.5 seconds behind Logano.
And Chastain just had to get ugly with.
There could be a decent battle for the win here, and I don't care.
Does he have enough pace? A long way to make up, partner.
Joe Logano may have 2.6 seconds over Ross Chastain, but his spotter Colin Cressy let him know that Ross got clear of the 14 car and then said it's just Blaney and about a half a straightaway back to Ross between us as they keep him updated on who he's racing for this championship.
12 Blaney much quicker than this 22, and I honestly feel like there'll be a point here late in these final few laps where he will feel comfortable challenging and passing his teammate for the win of the race. Once he feels like there's enough space between them and Chastain that he won't be putting Logano in a terrible situation, he goes for the win.
Go for it, Blaney.
He does not like to be passed.
He'll be fine if he can win this championship, but I just have to imagine Blaney would love to end this season strong considering how good they've been all year and they've just not been able to finish races.
The more he hears that, the more encouraged he is. Okay, I gotta get Logano with 4 or 5 to go. If I can pass him, I just gotta go do it.
2.5 seconds out to Chastain right now and 15 laps to go.
Think about Hudson, who's watching this race. Logano's son. He's 4 years old. He's going to be old enough to understand what Dad is doing here. As a matter of fact, in Countdown to Green, Logano said he told him he was going to win the pole. He went out and won the pole. Then he told him, I'm going to win the race. He said, I can't have my son think I'm a liar, so I got to go out there and win the race, and that's what he's trying to do now.
Pressure of bringing that championship trophy home with your kids is great pressure. That's what you want to do. But as this battle is raged on, that last lap, Ross Chastain was about 2 tenths of a second faster. Let's see what he does this lap. I just feel like his car is not doing what he needs it to do. He's going to have to get a break. He was the fastest. Ross Chastain was the fastest. He ran a 28 flat.
Good for him. He's 2.5 seconds behind. What does that matter?
That gap still right around 2 seconds, a little over 2 seconds separating Logano and Chastain for the championship.
I think this 12 is plenty quick.
Now I'm starting to relate to Terry Bradshaw's suicide joke he made about Cliff Kingsbury.
I wonder what kind of information they're getting. I wonder what Logano's getting in information to the one car. Is he learning that car is much faster than him, Martin?
The battle for the lead rages on. Ross Chastain 2.28 seconds behind. Junior, I just want to throw this out there. We saw him do it last week. Would we see another Hail Mary or a Hail Melon from Ross Chastain? Kind of know they want to try it at some point, or at least think about it. Would he do it today?
Well, I think if he's not within striking distance,
If Blaney can get by Logano,
move the 22, but
maybe Ross can do the Hail Melon.
5-6 car lengths back, it's going to cross his mind. It crossed the mind of Noah Gragson.
How could it not cross your mind? But do you do it in 1 and 2 and hope the car survives to get close enough to Joey going into the next corner? Or do you do it in 3 and 4 where there's more banking? I don't know if that works better.
How do you follow that? How do you make it happen here? See, it disappears behind the fence. It'd be way difficult to make that work here at this racetrack. It's worth a try. If it's all that's there, absolutely.
I'm with Dale Jr. It's worth a try.
Doing that, we'd never be talking about this if it hadn't happened last week. We wouldn't consider it.
I just don't know that with
He ain't gonna be close
that
enough.
wall, when you look at that shot down the back straightaway and you see how much it goes to the right, look at that. So the reason it worked at Martinsville is because he was able to put his right side of the car right on the wall, entering the corner, and never had to turn the wheel. And so when he drove in there, watch the whole right side of the car. It's all the way against the wall, all the way around the corner. To do it here, you'd have to drive in, and you're going to hit the right front. And if you hit the right front and it digs in, then it's not going to carry the momentum, and it's going to damage the car. So I think a much bigger challenge here.
And even Ross told us he doesn't know now after doing it if he'd ever do it again. What he went through, almost lost his vision, he said, in the process.
Last, though, he's got the faster car. He's a tenth quicker. He's now inside.
Gave himself a concussion doing that.
8 laps to go. That's not laps, but he is the quicker car. Parker.
And Dale, to answer your question from a couple laps ago.
I don't know how Joey's hanging on in front of Blaney right now.
The lap times of Ross behind him and telling him that gap has just now gone under 2 seconds. Updating Joey to what's happening there. They've stopped giving any updates by what Blaney do behind him.
The one thing that's going to be
If I'm Ross, I am going to try it in turns 1 and 2 and hope the car survives the corner.
they're all race long for Logano. Blaney's not going to lay over for this one car. He's going to put him in a difficult situation to try to just make the pass on second place. Should he even get there?
Oh, if he got there, he'd be a sidekick because he'd get kicked out of the way as soon as he got there. I mean, Ross Chastain could not have time to mess around with him. He would be forced to move him out of the way.
Think about what's in front of Joey Logano here as he climbs to 5 laps to go, coming up on 5 to go in this championship. But the last 2-time Ford champion was David Pearson back in 1960.
Wow. We haven't had a multiple-time Ford champion since David Pearson.
2-time champion.
5 to go. No pressure. Take your marks here. 42. Ross was out of 40.
And you have it even lap times for the most part. The last couple of laps is 22 cars just smash the button. Back to it's 1.6.
If you're waiting for Joey Logano to make a mistake, you can forget it. That guy is just so steady. One of the strengths that he has is he knows these moments. He's been in these moments, and he knows how to execute it. So Joey Logano is going to drive a very smooth and smart next 4 laps.
Times on the lower left of the screen. Right when they cross the stripe, those update immediately. And Logano running a little faster than Bell, a little slower than Chastain, but not enough as they come up on 3 laps to go in the season and the championship.
3 to go.
Logano has pulled away from Blaney.
Ross down to a second and a half.
And Chastain won.
He beat the Martinsville track record by 2 seconds last week. So technically, I'd say he's within striking distance
No mechanical issues, no lack traffic,
if he wanted to try it again. We're all going to be disappointed if he doesn't do it again.
What a day, what a season it has been for Joey Logano. He has been
Tom Brady just got sacked on 4th down at midfield.
out front for 124
Ha ha. 2 to go.
and between his championship
Ross, you got a decision to make, brother.
he's never faltered. Only 1 lap.
He ain't going to do it again.
1 lap was he not in front of the other 4 or 3 championship Ford.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Logano has put together a perfect race, and once again, it could come down to the champion winning the race to win the championship. This time,
1 to go.
1 lap to go, presented by
Logano just barely in front of Blaney by about 3/10.
His closest competitor for the race win is Ryan Blaney, a teammate. That teammate has been hungry all year long, but it looks like he's going to have to stay hungry going to 2023 because Logano has been the class
We're coming to
of
the last corner.
all day long. The 32-year-old Joey Logano, he's already built.
Ross didn't try it.
His name in stone as one of the few to capture
Logano's a 2-time champ. Blaney hit the wall off a forward trying to catch him. Well, that was a decidedly shit race.
Good job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Great drive. Way to hang in there. Proud of you. Great job, guys. Great job down there, everybody.
That was Roger Penske we just heard. team owner.
If I think the Falcons and Panthers play Thursday, I'll stream that. I'm not going to stream tonight. I don't think I'm going to stream the Ravens and the Saints. So I guess I'll see you Thursday. And as for this shit, I'll see you in February. Good riddance. We are free of the pain that ultimately became the 2022 NASCAR season.
Unstrapping to get out of the car. Joey Logano, you can see the excitement. How badly he wants to climb out of this car to celebrate.
He was going to win it anyway, but it's hilarious how the other three teams completely shit their pants and made it as easy as possible. But he would have won anyway.
Logano, 2 championships. Another race win here in the season finale. Paul Wolf is crew chief. That's his second championship. The sold-out crowd here at Phoenix appreciating the championship performance today out of Joey Logano.
Here he is. He told the kids before he left he was going to come home with the second championship. Joey Logano, congratulations. You have done it. We did it. We're champions again. Yes. Oh,
This guy's such a dweeb.
thank you, everybody. My team. You guys are amazing. Gave me a good race car. Good pit stop there. Deanne gave us up in front. And, boy, that was just intense there at the end. So it's all about championships. That's what it's all about. We worked so hard the last couple weeks trying to put ourselves in position. And everything that happened in 2020, I knew that we just wanted to have a solid run and do this today. And I can't thank Ford and Shell Penzel enough for supporting me over the last 10 years, getting us a couple championships together. And all our partners at Team Penske, everybody that works on these cars, it's such a big deal to win these championships. It impacts so many people's lives. And obviously, in the news this morning with Coy too, I don't know what to think, but obviously my condolences go to the Gibbs family, but just an incredible day for us and kind of mixed emotions at the moment.
The family's here with you. You guys got the pole. It was a perfect race all day. Did you ever have any doubts, Joey, of being able to get back here and get that second championship?
I don't know what you said, right? I don't really care either. What'd you say, though?
A perfect day for you guys, the pole, everything else, the team top to bottom. Was there ever any doubt for you?
No. I knew going into this thing that we were going to win the championship. I told the guys we're the favorite from Daytona, and we truly believed it, and that's the difference. And man, just like I said, I had a good team with a bunch of confidence, and we had all the reason in the world to be confident. I've never been truly this ready for a championship race, and we did it, man. I can't believe it.
Family has defined your career from those summers you spent with your dad in the camper, traveling all over. Your family here, what does it mean to you to have them here with you?
Oh, man, it's so special, and J-Mo and Amelia are at home, hey, guys, Daddy'll be home soon, but we might party a little bit first. It might be a little rough shape when we get home, but this is, man, this is what it's all about, though. I mean, when you were a kid, his age, my dream was to win Cup championships, and here we are with 2 of them. Man, it just means so much. It's so special. I just want to celebrate, Rut.
Congratulations.
Yeah, stop talking, Rutledge. I don't have to hear you till next year.
Brittany right there with him. Young Hudson, just 4 years old.
Who names their kid a Hudson? What a stupid name. Give your kid a real name. You gave him a last name. He's got 2 last names. That poor kid. And his dad's Joey Logano. You condemned him to a life of scrutiny.
As he celebrates, won the second Cup Series championship for Joey Logano. A absolutely dominant performance.
Well, it brings me much joy to say the season is over.
Wins the race
and
championship.
I will see your ass in February.
Team Penske.
But to those of you who want to stick around and watch football for the rest of the year, I'll see you this week.
In that second spot.
Good night, and may God have mercy on our souls.
To Joey